NCAA Productions presents the 1996 Division I Ice Hockey Championship. From Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing, Michigan, it's the Riverhawks of UMass-Lowell against the top-seeded Tigers of Colorado College. The winner goes to Cincinnati to play Vermont in the semifinals of the Hockey Championships 1996. We welcome all of you back to the campus of Michigan State University. I'm John Sanders along with Steve Harms. About an hour ago, Minnesota-Michigan finished a thriller. Michigan advancing to play BU next week in Cincinnati. So these two teams have to go away to cop that outstanding game that we just finished. But let's talk about the Riverhawks. Their 6-2 win. They got it going thanks to the play of a defenseman, Dave Berrazzano, who had the hat trick.
Well, Berrazzano's a player. His coach doesn't really like him jumping into the play, but he'll take those 3 goals last night in a tremendous display by Berrazzano, but a great display by Martin Filion, who made that save. One of 37 against Michigan State. Take another look at it to see how great that was. That's the kind of play you get from Filion. That's why they're in this game tonight.
And there were times he had to stand on his head because his teammates were sitting on their backsides in the penalty box. 7 penalties, and you do not want to do that against the top-seeded Tigers of Colorado College, because you look at their numbers, 9 times they've had 4 power play goals in a game. 15 times they have had 3 power play goals, and thanks to the play of the guy leading the way, Peter Geronazzo.
Well, Peter Geronazzo had a great year, almost a goal a game, 35 goals in 39 games, so many of them very big goals. You talk about the power play, and let's take a look. He led the nation in power play goals with 18, 9 game-winning goals. He's one of the reasons Colorado College power play is 34%.
And why have they been ranked #1 or near the top all year? Because of their ranking in all of these categories.
Well, the numbers tell you the story, and I tell you, they don't tell you much about the defense. Colorado College has never given up more than 4 goals in a game this year.
And it's the Riverhawks from UMass-Lowell. We'll get set for the matchup. The second game here, the winner goes to the national championships in Cincinnati this coming week. Get set for UMass-Lowell, Colorado College, next from Munn Arena.
Well into the darkness of winter, so why go out now? Because the Toyota Spring Rush is on. If you rush into your dealer, you can see Toyota's classy flagship Avalon. And while everyone else is in hibernation, get a great value on a new Camry. I'm talking best car built in America. And with low 4.9% financing, they're going flat out. But hurry, they'll be gone before the snow melts. Brand new Toyotas, special Camry values to boot. Wow, what a rush.
We believe in putting our money into making a big-tasting light beer, not a big expensive advertising campaign like Bud Miller or Coors. It's the way we keep our price down, but it creates problems too, because the taste of Pabst Light, the brighter light, is so big, so bold, so crisp, so clean, so refreshing, and so utterly satisfying, it takes a while to get the idea across, and we only have 30 seconds.
Quick, the product shot and the tagline. Hold it up, higher, yeah, more bottle.
Only one hockey stick is made by guys who played hockey. Only one stick is wielded by 130 pro hockey players. Only one stick gives you power and snap. Only one stick is crafted with new designs, tough enough for repeated shooting. Only Christian Brothers. The WCHA sticks with Christian. Shouldn't you? Christian Brothers, the official stick of the WCHA.
The man was an animal.
Jeffrey?
All through lunch, there's bacon flying this way, cheese flying that way.
Hardee's introduces the ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
He didn't just eat it, he attacked it.
Sizzling bacon, melted Swiss and American cheese. It's all burger.
All mine. So what'd you do then?
Took him to a chick flick.
That's some burger.
Tonight, shopping.
The new ultimate bacon cheeseburger from Hardee's.
So what'd you have for lunch today?
Enjoy the ultimate omelet biscuit at breakfast tomorrow for just 99 cents.
The UMass-Lowell band will be playing of our national anthem. We get set for the second game this afternoon. Good crowd on. We had a great crowd, a lot of noise, enthusiasm this afternoon. And I'm not sure what it's going to take from these two teams to match the kind of excitement that we had in the first half of today's doubleheader.
Well, I think there's all the potential, though. We saw UMass-Lowell yesterday, and we saw Colorado College over the course of the year play as well as any team in the country. They are an amazingly offensive team, offensively talented team. They have a terrific coach, a lot of young, good coaches in this tournament. Martin Filion will be trying to stop the potent Colorado College offense. He's made 37 of 39 shots, stops 37 of 39 shots against Michigan State yesterday. And there you see his number. At the other end of the ice for the Colorado College Tigers, it will be Ryan Bach in the nets, all WCHA player for the second year in a row. He's a senior from Sherwood Park, Alberta. He is one of two fine goaltenders for Colorado College. For the University of Massachusetts at Lowell, a terrific young coach. We talked about young coaches, Bruce Crowder. He's looking for career win number 100 coming up during this tournament. Don Lucia at the other end of the ice. In his third year, 3 times he has won the WCHA title. No one has ever done it 3 years in a row. So we've got an exciting matchup ready for you here. Young Don Lucia, young Bruce Crowder, and 2 very exciting hockey teams. The officials for tonight's games, the referee, Harry Amian and John Murphy, the linesman, Mike Emanashian. So we are about ready to get underway and to take you through it. John Sanders.
All right, thank you very much. It'll be Don Schmidt on the draw. Donovan and Concannon on with the Riverhawks. Let's check those all-time series numbers. Berezino and Libet are the defensemen. It comes down into Tiger Ice and is swept away by Ryan Bach. These defensemen are Elfring and Rude in front, along with Shane and Geronazzo, the wingmen on this opening line. Out comes Colorado College. And you check the colors. They're the home team. They're in white. UMass-Lowell wore the white sweaters yesterday because they were the higher seed and they were the home team. Controlling is Dobb, the heart and soul of the UMass-Lowell Riverhawks. Shane digging it out, but not clearing the zone. It comes behind the net. All the way through center ice. Nobody touched it. It'll go across. No, it won't go across the goal line because Bach comes out, or Filion comes out to knock it away. Now Hartnell on this second line with McNeil and Remical. The Tigers making their first change of the night. Good check applied there. In front. Kept alive by Needham. Turning Hartnell looking. Nobody there. Remical chases it down far side. Now skating in is Swanson. In front, a shot and a goal. Swanson took it all the way across and scored. Scott Swanson, one of the 2 outstanding Swanson freshmen on this team.
Well, he jumped into the play again. We talked about how players from the defense can jump into it. He did that, and right off the bat, minute 24 in, Bruce Crowder's team finds himself down. Watch number 6 as he takes the puck along the boards. Simply a great move there, wide open. Got Filion to go down and upstairs. That is not a freshman type goal, but Swanson, Scott Swanson made the play, made the goal, and Colorado College jumps out to a 1-0 lead.
Terrific effort by Scott Swanson to put his Tigers in front. Remical helping to set up that early goal in the first minute and a half. It's 1-0. The Tigers of Colorado College doing what they do best, putting the puck in the net. Clark with it now on this line with Swanson and Butker. Jumping behind the net, so immediately Filion is tested and comes up short. Hartnell got the other assist on the goal, along with Remical. Change of lines for Colorado College. Now the Tigers start up. Still digging for that puck.
One of the things that Colorado College is going to have to expect from UMass-Lowell is some very physical play. They worked yesterday against Michigan State. We'll see if it happens tonight.
That one slipped through nicely by Geronazzo, but a pad save made by Filion. He's getting a pretty good workout early on. Down the left wing comes Shane. Drops it for Geronazzo. It's on the side of the net and behind the net right now. Daw digs it out of there. Cannot clear. This is Schmidt avoiding a check. Now Schmidt behind the net looking for Shane. He was standing near that left post. Schmidt still with it. And now the Riverhawks start back. The Tigers will change as Needham tracks it down. 16:45 to play first period. 1-0 Colorado College has the early lead. Zabraka's line is on right now with Mahoney and Sandholm for UMass-Lowell. The Riverhawks trying to move to championship week.
Well, we talked about the Swansons, a couple of freshmen, one of them Scott Swanson with the goal just moments ago. Brian Swanson and Scott Swanson, a couple of wonderful freshmen. They're not related. Of course, that's the obvious question you would have. But they are related in terms of their common goals. Great freshmen trying to take this team to a national championship. Some tremendous numbers offensively for Scott Swanson and Brian Swanson, the freshman of the year in the WCHA. So there is Scott Swanson, 11 goals this year. His goal gives the Tigers a 1-0 lead at 1:24. Brian Swanson, of course, out there wearing number 27. He has put the red line on a number of times. So if you're thinking about Colorado College with a lot of fine veterans, well, that is true. But they also have some wonderful young players coming up to try to keep the tradition going that has given them so many wins of late.
Quick shot off the faceoff, and covering up is Ryan Bach. We're talking about Brian Swanson from Eagle River, Alaska, and there were a lot of schools after him.
Well, a lot of schools, including the University of Minnesota. And Brian Swanson is a wonderful player, and very frankly did not want to play under the spotlight at Minnesota. Wanted to go to a place where maybe the attention wasn't so intense. He loves it in Colorado Springs, a wonderful school, a wonderful place to play, and obviously a terrific team.
Back come the Tigers, dumped in by Remical behind the UMass-Lowell net. And the Riverhawks trying to control and start a rush. This is Golden on the ice. Golden replacing Riga, who centered that fourth line yesterday, but an ankle sprain will put him on the sidelines tonight. He is scratched. Good check applied far side. Mulligan putting the hit on. Long slap shot is steered aside. And Golden taking that long shot. 15:43 to play. 1-0. The Tigers have the only goal. They have the lead. Streaking in is Swanson. Digging forward in the corner, picked up by the Riverhawks. Cormier, excuse me, not Cormier, but Nicolishin clearing it all the way down the ice. To center ice on the run is Clark. He's tied up and dropped. Down he goes. They dig forward in the corner. Comes back to center ice. Tracked down by Scott Swanson, the goal scorer early on tonight. We have a delayed penalty coming up.
3-on-1.
Swanson. That is steered just wide. Clark took the shot, steered wide. Riverhawks take control. We'll have our first penalty of this game. Just over 5 minutes in. It's 1-0 Colorado College.
I'm a professional matchmaker. I work at home.
I'm a U.S. West home office consultant. I consult with people who work at home.
I have a computer and fax machine, and I needed help making them work with my phone.
The home office version of a lover's triangle. Very frustrating.
So I called the U.S. West Home Office Consulting Center. Thanks to Joe, I never miss a call. Sometimes it's hit or miss with my clients.
But we've got a great relationship going.
We're a perfect match.
Call today for your new technology and shopper's guides, free from U.S. West.
Christian Zabroka will be in the penalty box. We talked about this at the beginning of the telecast. With the power play ability of the Colorado College Tigers, you just can't give them these kind of opportunities.
Well, 34% if you round it all off, and we'll see what happens now.
Schmidt controlling. The Tigers set up. Elfring out on the point along with Rude.
Filion will probably try to stop the play as much as Zabraka is in for holding. He goes off at 15:02, and that gives Colorado College the wonderful advantage they have had all year with the power play. But Zabraka is a fine player, but he's not going to do anybody any good sitting in the penalty box.
It's Schmidt and Daw on the draw. Gerozano with a shot. That one was steered wide, deflected out in front. He digs for it along the boards. Trying to bring it out is Schmidt. Behind the net it comes. Shane will chase. Ticked off, but not cleared out by the Riverhawks. Geronazzo has it. He's pushed into the corner. Back to the point it comes. Swanson lines it up. Rude had the shot from outside, and it comes all the way back into Tiger Ice with 14:10 remaining in the opening period. Both teams will make some line changes.
Look at the number. It says, I mean, that's unbelievable. 34%, penalty killing 77%. That's not very good. So the situation is set up for Colorado College really to enjoy this man advantage. Moments ago, they had a good shot. Travis Shane had fallen down in front of the net, and the puck came to him. So CC now with 51 seconds remaining.
Swanson centers it. Remichel's shot is wide right. Goodmanson picks it up, and back come the Riverhawks. They've got some numbers going the other way, shorthanded with 40 seconds left in the penalty. Centered in front. Comes to the point. Now back behind the net. Remichel. Trying to set it up. Time for one more rush with 25 seconds left in the power play.
Many of the Colorado College goals, power play goals, John, are scored from very high in the slot. They don't get down close to the crease. They try to get a man high in the slot between the circles. That's often where they do their damage.
Campbell able to skate it in that time and kill off almost all of the remainder of the penalty. Still about 8 seconds. Goodmanson is going to backhand it in. They'll make a line change, and they're going to kill the first penalty opportunity of the night. The first power play. Teams are at equal strength. Needham up with a hand to knock it down. Botker steps around a defender. Cleared back to center ice by the Riverhawks. Johnson chasing for the Tigers. Paul, the freshman from Crookston, Minnesota, resets. 12:40 remaining. Opening period. Winner goes to Cincinnati to play Vermont. The other matchup is going to have BU and the University of Michigan. The Wolverines surviving Minnesota. A chance out of the penalty box just briefly for Zabraka. Hard shot. Blocked in front. Shot by Berezino. He's turned into quite an offensive defenseman in the last 2 games. Now the Tigers control. Trying to step in is Christopherson. He's cut off at the blue line. Feed it on the wing for Sandholm. Now Needham takes over.
It's almost as if UMass-Lowell is afraid to even try to penetrate the Colorado College zone very deeply. They'll take some long shots, but don't seem to want to get in very close for, the danger being that they're caught up ice, and CC would go the other way. They have not been very assertive so far.
Back come the Tigers. Geronazzo tripped up just short of the blue line by Cappelletti. They keep it alive, digging in the corner.
And that tripping was called. And we've got a penalty once again as Cappelletti put the lumber down on the legs of Geronazzo. Geronazzo flexing his knee right now. I thought the way he hit, he may have been shaken up a bit. Is Colin Schmidt, another one of the real solid players. Geronazzo gets so many of the goals, but Colin Schmidt gets so many of the assists. But Cappelletti now goes to the penalty box, and Cappelletti has not seen an awful lot of action this year. And I'm sure that he was told, do anything you can to get Geronazzo out of the play. That was that knee-to-knee contact, which is always so dangerous. But Cappelletti now at the penalty box.
Well, one reason he's not seen a lot of action, he's playing for the injured David Mays, who suffered the vertebrae injury, and he is on the bench, we are told someplace, but David Mays not able to play, and that Cappelletti takes his spot into a crowd in front. Poked away that time by Ed Campbell. Back to get it to Swanson. Second power play opportunity here in this first period for the Tigers of Colorado College. Hartnell. Kept alive once again. Now the Riverhawks take over, and it's lifted high in the air by Campbell.
You mentioned Ed Campbell. You remember the battles with Anson Carter yesterday against Michigan State. Normally, Colorado College doesn't have a man in that tight on the goaltender. I'm not sure we'll see that same kind of battle with CC's players and Campbell.
Good job by Concannon forechecking to clear the puck. There's a little bit of pressure now by UMass-Lowell. Here's Concannon. Shoots it wide. Now Schmidt will settle the puck and start up with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the power play opportunity. Schmidt down the left wing. Trying to control, and Libet trying to ride him into the boards and ride him off the puck. But here's Clark skating in right in front, shoots. Cleared by Concannon.
Fillion is doing something very dangerous right now. He is giving up a lot of big rebounds. So far, it hasn't hurt him. Yesterday, he was very soft in terms of rebounds at his feet. But he's given up a number that the Colorado College players just weren't in position for.
Elfring has it batted away by Jeff Daw. Recovers at center ice. Working with Rude on the power play. Geronazzo to Shane. Here's Geronazzo again. Elfring moves in. Schmidt digging behind the net. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Geronazzo. Good job defensively. Daw in there to help tie up the puck. The penalty is over. Elfring right in front. Steered away by Shane. Had the opportunity. Battling in the far boards between the numbers 9. Still, they tie it up along the boards with 9:15. We are over midway through this opening period. The Tigers of Colorado College lead 1-0.
Big jobs need big muscle, we thought. So we built an engine with the power of 10 cylinders. A V6 should have V8 power, we thought, so we designed a multi-valve V6. A car should be as quick as it looks, we thought, so we built an engine that pounds out 450 horsepower. In fact, we spent so much time thinking about engines, you could almost hear the wheels turning. The new Dodge.
Colorado College has the 1-0 lead. Let's look back, Steve.
You know, you think of goal scorers like Geronazzo as finesse players, but watch him battle in the corner. He won that battle, got the puck out. He'll do that all the time. He's a very tough physical player, not just a finesse goal scorer.
Zabranka winning the face-off from John Austin. Austin centering the 4th Tiger line.
Geronazzo, I'm sorry, John, will also cause other players to use their stick on him. He's sneaky and gets people very upset. And we've got a penalty, an interference penalty coming up. And I just, you know, Geronazzo is quite a story in terms of what you can see him do. And once again now, for the 3rd time, Lowell gets the penalty, Zabranka gets the penalty, he goes in. Now, if percentages hold, this will be Colorado College's time to score. They would be 1 for 3. Second time Zabranka has gone to the penalty box, and I'm sure in his case that's a more comfortable place to sit than it will be on the bench in a few minutes when he gets over there with Bruce Crowder.
I think you're right.
The admonition, I'm sure, John, to this team, if anything, was stay out of that bench, stay on ours.
And it's happened 3 times already. 2 power play opportunities have gone by the board, and you can see the reaction from the head coach. Very upset, Bruce Crowder. He knows what we know, that you can't keep taking penalties against this team.
And we're not that smart.
That's right. Swanson will face off against Jeff Daw, just outside the blue line. Daw wins the draw to Campbell.
Geronazzo not out on this power play, but watch for number 26 McNeil or 27 Swanson.
Now the Tigers take control. Swanson trying to get it going. Remical is out on the power play. There's an interception. Daw shoots and a save made. Brian Bach had to come up big that time. Behind the defense. Can't control the puck.
Jay McNeil got loose, but the puck was bouncing.
Swanson's shot through a crowd, still loose. Daw clears it out.
Scott Swanson, who had the Colorado College goal, almost gave it away for another one as Daw moved in, but a good save by Bach moments ago to save a shorthanded goal.
Now the Tigers with less than a minute remaining in the power play. Geronazzo digs in the corner. Elfring. Again, it's loose in front. Directed aside by a defenseman, cleared but not out. Now the puck comes all the way down into Tiger ice with 40 seconds to go on the power play. Some fresh legs out there for the Riverhawks as Concannon tries to force his way in. Kept alive briefly there by Basaraba. 7:20 remaining in this opening period. 1-0 to start for the Tigers, and only 28 seconds remaining on their third power play opportunity in the first 20 minutes.
Well, that's the percentage thing I was talking about. If they have, they can get through this one. Massachusetts-Lowell get through this without scoring. That could be, going against the percentages. Normally, about 1 out of every 3 times, Colorado College scores a power play goal.
Not so far this evening. Here's another opportunity. Gianazzo is bumped off the puck, and it's cleared away. Gianazzo bumped off the puck, and Basaraba clears it out. 7 minutes remaining first period. The Tigers have the puck and a 1-goal lead. The penalty is about to expire. It's over. And in front, here's Schmidt dropping it. Steered away there. Shane behind the net. Looks. In front, batted away.
Another big rebound.
Rude forces it back in. Here come the Riverhawks. Flying down there. Forgot one thing, the puck. Cleared away in front. Good battle. Sandholm trying to force his way in there along with Zabraka. The Tigers now will make a change on the fly with 6:22 to go. The icing is going to bring it down. A little bit loose at each end so far.
Colorado College, they've generated most of their offense obviously on the power play. They've not been able to convert on all of them, but they do lead it by a score of 1-0 on an even strength goal. That came from the stick of Scott Swanson from Remical and Hartnell at 1:24. Don Lucia, who was very upset when his team lost in the Final 5 WCHA tournament to Michigan Tech. Was very upset about that and really ripped his team. Said, I shouldn't have to have a team like this with so many veterans that I have to get up for big games.
Here is Swanson. He said his team has to learn how to play in the big games when it counts, and tonight is an example of that. They must play. Swanson still battling deep in that corner. Puck comes out to center ice. Steered away by Butker. Pushed in behind the Tiger net, and Scott Swanson, the goal scorer, the only goal so far tonight, tries to start out. Fillion will slow it down and wrap it around. Christopherson is tied up by Torme and Donovan. They dig in the corner. Christopherson trying to come up with the puck. It's the Riverhawks who clear it to center ice.
They're taking no chances in their own end. They're not trying any kind of breakout. They simply want to get the puck out of their zone and keep it away from Colorado College. CC, I'm sure, would much rather see some flow to this game.
Remical just wide to the left. Good opportunity. Got to step inside that blue line on a good pass, but not able to capitalize. Back we come the other way. This is Daw, and it slides off his stick. Picked up by Hartnell. Hartnell straight away off the post.
That was McNeil rifling that one off the post. That was as close as you can get.
Absolutely. McNeil in there trying to knock it home. Puck has been in UMass-Lowell ice most of this period.
See, look, that's a perfect example.
Almost too many men on the ice there.
Yeah, they didn't even look for a breakout or try to attack. Just get the puck out of the zone. They want to play half court offensively, and that's start at the red line and go in. If it's behind that, they'll just dump it out.
Schmidt leading the rush. Good hard slap shot is directed away. 2 players down in the corner. The puck out of view. 4:09 remaining in the opening period. We have a timeout. It's 1-0. Colorado College leads. Back in a minute.
The National Jeep Sale is back. Your opportunity to get a great deal on one of America's legendary adventure vehicles. Lease the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $368 a month. Or the exciting Jeep Cherokee Sport for only $259 a month with no charge air. And check out the all-new, fun-loving 97 Wrangler. But you must see your dealer now, because something this exciting will be over before you know it.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
I mentioned that CC loves to work in the high slot. Watch the pass from Hartnell. Chad Hartnell gets it to Jay McNeil, and McNeil in the high slot rifles it over the shoulder and off the crossbar and pipe into the corner. Here's what Filion had to look at. There's the shot just off the crossbar. So Jay McNeil rifling it upside. Filion thought that might have been in. He was looking behind it.
Digging in the corner, Geronazzo and Schmidt along with Shane. Here's Schmidt. He's tied up back there by Capoletti. Do not clear it out of the. Yes, they did. The offside is called as it went back into Schmidt. 3:54 remaining. Some grumbling from the fans. We've got a good crowd on hand. Maybe a little bit of fear that some of the Michigan people would go home after the Wolverines advanced to next week's national championships in Cincinnati, but a good group has stayed around.
I think maybe if the Michigan team had lost that game, maybe more would have left. But now they want to see who they could possibly play, because the seedings will be so that, you know, I mean, Michigan can end up against Colorado College. So
if they do, it would be for the national championship.
Exactly.
Because Vermont and BU are joining Michigan in Cincinnati, and the winner of this game will complete that group. Swanson with it. Rifled it back in front where Goodmanson had a chance. This is Goodmanson. It's Christopherson now. Swanson with a slap shot. That's wide to the left side. Swanson has the only goal so far. Down the left wing comes Mahoney. Moves to center. Shoots. Save made.
Ryan Bach held his ground there, and that was a very good save. Here's Swanson.
Swanson in the corner. He's rammed into the boards. The clearing pass is on goal with 3:05 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 Colorado College. They have controlled play throughout this opening period. No real offensive move at all by the Riverhawks. They have survived 3 penalties. Passed just a little too quick that time and went off the stick of David Darch as he came down the slot. Now we're going to have a penalty called. Both referees up with that hand, and we're going to send somebody off. Probably
Chad Hartnell.
Yeah, Hartnell will go off.
He got picked up by both officials, and so he's going to go to the penalty box, and that will be now the first power play opportunity for UMass-Lowell. Well, it's Needham that gets the gate. I thought it was Hartnell in the corner, but Needham gets the penalty. Watch number 11 as he flies in. Could have been a charge, or that's checking from behind probably. It's a 5-minute penalty, so it's a major penalty.
Wow.
5-minute major checking from behind. It's near the boards, and that is always dangerous. I didn't see that happen, but that is it's a good penalty, because that can be so dangerous. And we've heard about some of the terrible injuries this year in college hockey, including the one early in the season to the young Boston University player, which, you know, brought everybody's heart out to Travis Roy. And that was such a terrible thing, and it wasn't as a result of a check like that, but it still was a result of the boards.
5-minute major now. So for the rest of this period and the start of the next, about 2.5 minutes in, a power play for the Riverhawks. This is their chance to get even. Zabraka on the left side dumps it into the far corner. Concannon. The Tigers clear it all the way down the ice. Zabraka. Remical pins him to the boards. Campbell now will try to regroup. Gets it to Concannon. Here's Campbell into the zone, dumps it to the corner. Zabraka avoids the check. Back come the Tigers now, looking for some shorthanded action. Dumped back into the UMass-Lowell zone. They'll start over with 1:35 remaining. That's Darch. He can't go in. It's cleared back. Nicoletian takes over. And Verrazino dumps it in. A real good opportunity.
Whistle that down as the puck just came out over the line and delayed offside. They whistle it finally, but really Lowell has not done much. And of course, on the major penalty, they can score as many times as they want. It's still a full 5 minutes in the box for Needham. Chad Hartnell See his numbers as he's one of the, you know, if you play on Colorado College team, you can have normal offensive numbers that would be good anywhere else, and they kind of get buried by the offense that Colorado College can put out there. But Chad Hartnell is one of those folks that is a very, very solid player and a terrific guy. He's a junior from Alberta. He's had a very good year.
Backing off is Berezino. He'll start up. Had the hat trick yesterday. Knocked down right in front by Elfring, a defenseman out, and the Tigers have the puck. Just over a minute remaining in the period. Still 3:25 left in that major penalty.
If you're ever going to be shorthanded for 5 minutes, it's a bit of an advantage to have it happen at the end of a period, so you break it up and kind of regroup, and you don't feel that full 5 minutes as much as if it happened with more than 5 minutes remaining.
This is Donovan trailing the play, going down to block that shot defensively was Swanson. And back come the Tigers with a chance. Butker with a shot and a save made. At center ice, this is Daw. Flips it behind the net, and right now you've got Bach out of his net, back in front, knocked down. Back come the Tigers. Butker tries to settle it in front. It's knocked down by Campbell. Cannon comes back. That one is gloved and held on to with 9 seconds remaining in the opening period. Remember, still 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in that penalty. So they will have over 2 minutes and 20 seconds of that power play to start the second period. Having avoided 3 opportunities the other way, they've killed 3 penalties so far.
Well, it's almost as if UMass-Lowell hasn't been able to change their psyche with this power play. It's still almost a defensive thing. They really haven't been able to set up. They haven't set up a power play in the zone. Well, credit Colorado College for part of that, but it's almost as if mentally UMass-Lowell isn't in that mode.
And the Tigers will clear it one more time. This will end the first period. The early goal coming at 1:24. Swanson, the freshman, the defender, got the goal, and that is the only score so far. 1-0 is our score. We'll begin our between periods coverage when we come back to East Lansing with more NCAA hockey.
You know, if you enjoy doing it yourself, Champion Auto Stores is the right place, with right products, right prices, and right answers. But if you'd rather have someone do it for you, check out Crown Auto Service Centers, where we'll give you the best in service at the right price. Do it yourself, or we'll do it for you.
Stop in right now and save on Snap Fuel additives. Choose Octane Boost, gas treatment, injector cleaner, or fuel system cleaner, right now just 88 cents each.
Throughout history, Ford F-Series has set the standard for quality that stands out, for strength that stands apart, with the 96 F-150, 250, and 350. For value that stands alone, with savings of over $2,200. Lease a 96 F-150 for $209 a month with 10% off. Now we carry those strengths into the future with the 97 F-150. Ford F-Series, strength after strength after strength, for trucks that stand the test of time. See your Northland Ford dealer.
The Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Swanson scored at 1:24. Quick start to this game, and Colorado College did control the flow of play during the first 20 minutes, but they had 3 power play opportunities and could not cash in to add to the early lead.
And maybe that's what UMass-Lowell looks at as the positive out of the period, because clearly the Riverhawks are in a defensive mode here. They aren't concerned much about what they can do. They're just trying to keep Colorado College off the scoreboard. They've been able to do that, as you say, on the power plays, although Colorado College does lead it on an even strength goal, 1-0. But I've seen this happen with other teams against Colorado College. They get into this mode, let's worry about not letting them do anything and forget about the other end of the ice.
They really did not try to set up very many offensive tacks. They didn't try to move the puck out of their zone. They were simply delighted to get it across the blue line.
And haven't done much on the power play. They've had a 5-minute major with Needham in the penalty box, and so far through almost half of it haven't been able to do much.
They will still be working on plenty of that power play when we come back for the second period of play. The winner here goes to Cincinnati, and we're going to talk more about Cincinnati and National Championship Week in NCAA hockey when we come back with more from East Lansing, Michigan.
What's hockey going to be like in the 21st century? Slap shots with zero gravity. Travel teams who take on the Mars Mavericks on their turf. fast skating players who snap in shots with real power. This is 21st century hockey. You need hockey sticks, shafts, and blades that stay tough in any atmosphere. You need Christian Brothers. Hockey is heating up. Stick with Christian, the official hockey stick of the WCHA.
Most days, this is where you'll find Dodge engineers, turning ideas into trucks that break rules, minivans that set standards, and cars that change everything. But while working in here makes them great engineers, it's playing out here that makes them Dodge engineers. The new Dodge.
Buck's Unpainted Furniture Stores has the finest Twin Cities selection of solid wood furniture. You can count on quality, selection, service, and savings at Buck's. Family owned and operated and serving the Twin Cities for over 3 decades. If you wish, Buck's will finish your purchases for you and you'll still save big money. Take a walk through our woods at Buck's Unpainted Furniture Stores, 4 convenient locations.
Come on in today, you won't have to go far to go where the savings are.
Yeah,
Ultra Wheels inline skates with the DBS brake system.
And back here on the campus of Michigan State University at Munn Ice Arena, there's your score after 1 period. Colorado College over UMass-Lowell by a score of 1-0. We are 3/4 of the way to Cincinnati, getting ready for the championship round of the NCAA tournament starting next week. And always happy to have Steve Cady, the chairman of the tournament director, associate athletic director at Miami University. 3 of the 4 are set. You're waiting for 1 more, so you can tell us a little bit, I would guess, about the schedule. And you also brought up the point that the teams that had the byes in the regionals so far have made it. We'll see if Colorado College can make it a clean sweep.
Well, Steve, since this format went into place, that's been pretty consistent. That very seldom have you seen one of the bye teams get knocked out, and it seems to make a big difference, especially late in the game for that team that hasn't played the night before. And as you mentioned, 3 of those 4 teams have been set, 3 outstanding teams in Michigan, BU, and Vermont. And right now it's set up so that Michigan and Boston University will play at 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Vermont and the winner of this game will go at 2 o'clock. That's the graphic that you should see in your screen now.
Well, and obviously the tickets are available, and you told me earlier today that you're going to keep operators around pretty late if people want to get tickets to this game. Now they can start to see where they might want to go and what times.
Right, tickets are still available. The ticket office, the select a seat there in Cincinnati, which the graphic telephone number is showing you now, will be open till midnight tonight. So those teams that are at it and waiting to see how this one finishes up, they'll still be open for a few hours even after this one's done. But we're certainly very excited about the great teams that are going to be in Cincinnati next week.
Well, I know it's been a long 10 years since you first started thinking about this, Steve. Congratulations. We wish you the best of luck next weekend.
Pleasure as always. Thank you. We'll look forward to hopefully see you there.
That's Steve Cady. We've got a good one here. We got to determine that last team for Steve down there in Cincinnati. We'll have it for you in a minute.
If the taste is great, but the price isn't. Polish off a Pabst. Get real. Get Pabst. If you want the great taste without the high price, you gotta do this. Pabst Ice. The taste is cold. The price isn't.
Air Lake Ford Mercury in Lakeville is celebrating March Madness with 125 top-of-the-line local trade-ins, rental, and lease returns. It's a 2-for-1 sale. For 2 weeks only at Air Lake Ford Mercury, every used vehicle purchase comes with a mountain bike. 2 vehicles for the price of 1. Why are we doing this? Because it's March and it's time for you to trade your old car for a newer one. The mountain bike is just a bonus from us at Air Lake Ford Mercury. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Call 612-469-6000.
The man was an animal.
Jeffrey?
All through lunch, there's bacon flying this way, cheese flying that way.
Hardee's introduces the ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
He didn't just eat it, he attacked it.
Sizzling bacon, melted Swiss and American cheese. It's all burger.
All mine.
So what'd you do then?
Took him to a chick flick.
Now that's some burger.
Tonight, shopping.
The new ultimate bacon cheeseburger from Hardee's.
So what'd you have for lunch today?
Enjoy the ultimate omelet biscuit at breakfast tomorrow for just 99 cents.
You know, when it comes to taking care of your car or truck, you have a choice. You can either do it yourself or have someone do it for you. Well, we'll give you the choice at Champion Auto Stores and Crown Auto Service Centers. You can either do it yourself or we'll do it for you. Regardless of which one you choose, we'll give you the right products at the right price.
Save on Armor All and Autolite. Armor All is hot value priced at just $3.88 for 2 bottles. And you can get Autolite plugs for just 69 cents. Pick up these hot values.
We continue between periods here at Munn Ice Arena on the campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing. 1-0. The Tigers, the top seed. In the last rankings, the top team in college hockey, has the early lead, trying to win that trip to Cincinnati. Glad to have all of you with us here this afternoon and this evening. Along with Steve Harms, I'm John Sanders. Let's talk about that first period. It seemed like a lot more shots for Colorado College, but not that many on net. So that stat is not so out of balance. They do have the one only goal so far.
Well, they do, and of course that was something that happened very early on, and I think maybe a lot of us thought that because of that early goal the score might be a bit more lopsided. Here's what happened as Scott Swanson will get the puck from Chad Hartnell, and watch the move by Swanson eventually. Actually, it's Remical in the corner. He's the one that gets it now directly to Scott Swanson. He jumps in from the defense, comes across, they let him go. He makes the nice backhand move upstairs on Fillion. Nothing Fillion could do about that one, and that gives Colorado College a 1-0 lead, but the point is it wasn't on a power play.
Of course, you mentioned at the time, that's not exactly a freshman move, is it?
Well, no, because a lot of times you don't have that poise to hold it and wait, but he did. That's exactly right, John. He waited and really made a nice move, very patient.
And there it is officially, with Remical and Hartnell with the assist. Swanson, the freshman, the defenseman, picking up his 11th goal of the year. Let's sort out some other stats from the opening 20 minutes of play. So we mentioned the shots on goal, just the 2-goal difference there, 2-shot difference, 9-7 Colorado College.
And even, you know, the quality shots were even, but when University of Massachusetts-Lowell starts this period, they're going to have 2 minutes and 25 seconds on that major power play. And again, that means in that 2:25 to that penalty to Needham, they can score as often as they can. So far, they haven't seen John to really get into a scoring mode. They've been so content to sit back. They've got an opportunity now.
They'll have to do more than they did in the first 2:35 and the final 2:25 of that penalty. That's the way we will begin the second period. Stay with us. Coming back to East Lansing for more NCAA hockey after this.
I'm a hockey coach. It's great working with young people. The other day on the way to a game, a big sheet of ice flew off the vehicle in front of us. It cracked our windshield. Well, I knew Abra could take care of it. They helped us last summer when we had a little fender bender. So I called Abra, and their mobile glass truck met us at our home, and everything worked out perfectly. The way I see it, there's only one thing a sheet of ice is good for, and that's hockey. Let's pick up the pace.
Abra Auto Body and Glass.
Another day. Go to the office. Go to a meeting. Get lunch.
Can I take your order?
Go to the bank. Take the dog to the vet for shots.
When you're being tested all day, why not test this? Eagle Talon. Sporty, fun to drive, and it won't test your budget.
Pick up Mom at the airport.
So, you ever gonna get married?
Maybe take Mom back to the airport.
Eagle Talon just might be the best part of your day.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer for the best in automotive sales, service, and value.
Both teams are back on the ice, getting ready for the second period of play. The winner to go to the national championships in Cincinnati on Thursday and Saturday. I think I'm wondering to myself a little bit, Steve, how tough it's going to be for the Riverhawks to kind of change their mental approach to this thing and try to get a little more offensive minded.
Well, you know, it's almost, if you saw the game yesterday with Minnesota and Providence, they look a little like Providence did yesterday, kind of sitting back, trying to stop any problems more than trying to create much. And with Colorado College, you look at those numbers and their potential and what they have done this year offensively, I can see why you would do that. But I think it's the thing that the Riverhawks have to do here is try to change their thinking. Particularly, they have a wonderful opportunity now for the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds. That's the time remaining in Needham's major penalties. So they have 2:25 to do all they can. If they score a goal, they still have the penalty. It is or the power play. It is still a major penalty. But Ryan Bach is down in his net, and the other end, Martin Fillion. So we've really got an opportunity now to see something happen with Needham in the penalty box.
Ready for the face-off to start the second period. From the Munn Ice Arena, Daw will handle the draw against Swanson. Swanson out on the penalty killing unit. Zabraka on the power play. Clears it back into his own zone. The Riverhawks start up. Down left wing. Right in front, almost tripped up. The shot and the goal. It goes in somehow. They managed to get it in the net. From almost flat on the ice, the game is tied.
Well, that was a great second effort, and I'll tell you, that's the kind of thing they needed to have happen. As you look at Neil Donovan, Neil Donovan was going in. Concannon was the passing to Donovan, and watch the play. Donovan is tripped up, goes down, still takes the shot. He had Elfring all over him, and it gets by Ryan Bach. And all of a sudden, a power play goal, 1-0, right through the legs of Ryan Bach. Still 2:03 remaining on the power play, and that should give the Riverhawks a real boost.
Certainly should. Zabraka will get an assist on that goal. And also Concannon. The penalty continues. The power play continues. That goal coming just 45 seconds. Excuse me, just 15 seconds into this second period. So they've cashed in the opportunity. The game is even. Concannon now for the Riverhawks. Remical out to check in. Swanson cannot clear. Donovan looking for more along the sideboards. Still the power play. Campbell loses it, and it's cleared out of there by Swanson. Back to get it is Sandholm. This is Daw. Feeds it on left wing. Nikolishyn dumps it behind the net. Now Daw with an opportunity. Back to the point it goes, and Sandholm can't hold it in. Skating in and picking up the puck back the other way is Botker. He shoots, and a save made. Botker going to his right. A hard shot, and it was kicked high by Martin Fillion. Now Sandholm at center ice. Swanson digging. Neither team able to control. Swanson finally clears it. 30 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major. We are 2 minutes into this second period. 1-1 hockey game. Mahoney dumps it across the ice. Elfring trying to clear it out of there. Finally does to center ice. The race is on. Won by the Riverhawks. Poked away at center ice. 10 seconds on the penalty. One more rush coming right here. That shot is deflected. Behind the glass it goes. Mulligan took the shot. And the power play is over. Elfring tries to clear it out of the zone. Swanson will set up for the Tigers. It's a 1-1 hockey game now. 17:25 remaining, second period. Elfring backpedals and will set up with Swanson in the end. Here's Shane with it. Down right wing. Geronazzo with a backhander behind the net. The Tigers keep it in, trying to put on some pressure after the 5-minute major. They gave up the tying goal. We're 4 minutes into this second period. The winner to go to the national championships in Cincinnati. Shane with it. This is Needham down that right side. Centering pass, and it's taken out of there and spun away. Rude will chase it down.
Right now, UMass-Lowell is playing like a team with about 5 minutes to go and a 2-1 lead. They're still very defensive oriented right now. That's what they've gotten back to after they got their tying goal.
Schmidt trying to backhand it in front. It's still loose behind the net. The Tigers with an opportunity here. Hartnell in front. It's knocked away. Good job defensively that time by Berezino. Back comes Concannon in front.
Oh, what a save by Bach.
Great save by Bach that time. Concannon will head to the bench. Both teams changing on the fly. 4 minutes into the second period. A 1-1 game. Hartnell tied up by Libet. Comes in front. Swanson. No place to go there. It's still at the blue line. Comes outside the blue line. 15:42 to play. Second period. Hartnell turns it back the other way. Good check applied out in front. Coming up was Libet to put the hit on. Took Vodka right out of that play. Zabroka tied up along the boards. Swanson starts back for the Tigers. Looking to the other freshman, Swanson. And again the steal by Swanson. Vodka on this line as well. In front. Could not be controlled. Shot and a kick save. Sticked it out of there. 5 minutes into the period. 1-1. Zabraka ridden off the puck. Here comes Swanson again. Looks ahead to Brian Swanson. They'll both leave the ice. The change made by the Tigers.
Fillion is still making those saves, John, but he's kicking out those rebounds, and I can't believe that won't come back to haunt him pretty soon. He didn't do that yesterday against Michigan State.
Sneaky shot attempt there by Mark Salzman. Now it's loose in front. Riverhawks trying to turn up the pressure. Got some numbers along the board. There's a shot that goes high off the stick of Torme over the goal. UMass-Lowell will have to regroup now. Needham takes over for the Tigers.
UMass-Lowell has done a good job. They've really taken Colorado College out of their game early on in this period.
Austin pushes it ahead. Down the right side. Goodmanson skates in. A penalty called as he is hit on the way to the goal. Right now the Tigers with a chance. In front, shot off the post. Just missed the shot that time.
Eric Rude hit the post after Goodmanson with a great opportunity. We'll come back. Your score 1-1 here in East Lansing.
Only one hockey stick is made by guys who played hockey. Only one stick is wielded by 130 pro hockey players. Only one stick gives you power and snap. Only one stick is crafted with new designs, tough enough for repeated shooting. Only Christian Brothers. The WCHA sticks with Christian. Shouldn't you? Christian Brothers, the official stick of the WCHA.
It is 1-1, but just barely, Steve. This one rattling the pipe.
Well, the Colorado College Tigers had a great opportunity as first of all Eric Rude rifles one off the pipe. That had come right after Goodmanson had had a great opportunity. And boy, I tell you, you couldn't come much closer than that. Here's a look at what Fillion had. Here's the shot by Rude off the pipe, and it just goes harmlessly off to the side.
In the penalty box for the first time in this period is Torme. This will be the fourth power play opportunity for the Tigers of Colorado College. Here's Schmidt. Wraps it around from the left side. Picked off by Geronazzo. Riverhawks able to clear and mount their own rush. Zabraka backs his way in. Now 2-on-1 back the other way. Schmidt, Geronazzo. Geronazzo tees it up, shoots it high off the glass. And out of play.
Well, they went back there 2-on-1. Now, this is not the situation the UMass-Lowell team wants to see. Capoletti, the only man back, with Schmidt and Geronazzo as the two coming at you. But he did a good job. He stayed with Schmidt, let the goaltender take Geronazzo, and Geronazzo let one go high off the glass and into the crowd. So a good play by Capoletti back there as he was put in a very precarious position.
Swanson at the center of this line for the Tigers of Colorado College. There's the goal scorer, Swanson, the other freshman. He's been around the puck a lot Goodmanson keeps it alive in the corner, and now it is cleared by UMass-Lowell. The Riverhawks will send out Sobroka again. Swanson dumps it in. On the power play for another 35 seconds. And again, it is cleared the length of the ice. Basaraba able to get it out of there. Maybe time for one more rush with 25 seconds left in the penalty. Swanson to Swanson. Dumps it far corner. Remical trying to dig his way in there. It's cleared but not out. McNeil keeps it in. Now UMass-Lowell controls with 10 seconds left on the penalty. Down the right side. Centering pass. A shot is just wide. Almost for Ed Campbell, streaking down that left side. Got a good feed but could not finish. The penalty is up. The teams are at equal strength. They battle along the boards at center ice.
Colorado College now once again 0 for 4 on the power play. Have not been able to convert. The score is all tied up in one apiece. CC had a 1-0 lead, but back came UMass-Lowell early on with their own power play goal to tie this one up. And that's where we stand right now with 11:54 remaining to play in the period. Let's take another look at that. Moving on in, puck out in front to Campbell. Campbell just slid it wide of the far post as Ryan Bach came out to try to cut down the angle. And once again, Campbell, a defenseman, nice play right there. He kept it low, just tried to find the corner. A lot of times defensemen will come in and just try to rifle the puck, but he tried to make the good move. It didn't quite work out. But I'm sure that UMass-Lowell now is starting to think maybe a little bit more offensively and not so much simply trying to put up a barrier to keep Colorado College off the scoreboard.
They have killed 4 penalties thus far. That is certainly a big plus for them against this strong power play team, the Tigers of Colorado College. Trying to wrap it around, chasing it down. Here's Torme. He was the one that served the penalty. Now Torme not able to clear the zone. Does get it ahead to Mahoney. Still not out of the zone. And now they get it to center ice. Needham to one knee to stop that one. They'll chase it to the corner. Botker after it for the Tigers. Not able to get there. There's Sobroka. Elfring starts back for Colorado College. He's spun away by Sobroka. Tigers keep it alive. 1-1. We are 9 minutes into the second period. Elfring cannot keep it in the zone. Comes back to center ice. Now chasing is Tanberg. He cannot get there.
That might be his first shift of the game. I haven't seen him on the ice, but TJ Tanberg has been out there a little bit as UMass-Lowell ices the puck, and the faceoff will come back inside the UMass-Lowell Riverhawk end. 10:48 remaining to play here in period number 2. It's all tied up in one apiece. If you just joined us, you missed an interesting first half of this hockey game as Colorado College came out and scored early on at the 1:24 mark. Don Lucia's team jumping out early, but they haven't jumped out often. They are 0 for 4 on the power play, as at the other side of the rink, UMass-Lowell, led by that man, have done a terrific job of playing defensive hockey. They haven't generated a lot of offense, but they've done a good job.
Along with Steve Harms, I'm John Sanders. Glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you were here for that great Michigan-Minnesota battle this afternoon here in East Lansing. Michigan heading to the national championships now on the strength of the win. They'll take on Boston University. The winner here takes on Vermont in the other semifinal starting on Thursday. Nobody can see the puck. Concannon does. Tries to dump it ahead. Now he'll move it out. He's straightened up at the blue line. Daw chasing against Schmidt. And it's Rude trying to clear it. Cannot get it out. Here's Shane now on the left wing. Geranoso coming down the middle. There's a wicked shot off the glove. Rebound shot out in front. Shane tried to backhand it home, and they hang on.
Well, that puck was there for the asking, John, as the rebound was right in the goal crease, and the Tigers were swarming around. Fillion made the save, but he just wasn't able to the Tigers weren't able to pick it up. Here's the long shot, and again, a rebound is kicked out. A shot there by Rude, and loose in front, not able to do anything with it was Travis Shane. Look at it again, and look where this puck hits Fillion. He just found it off the shoulder and just didn't move. He said, if I don't move, it probably won't trickle in. And he was right. Fillion done a good job as he has held Colorado College off the board since the 1:24 mark of the first period. We're tied at 1.
Just over midway through this second period of play with the 1-1 tie. Trying to keep it in is Christopherson. He does. Now Johnson, with a weak effort that slips away behind the net. Picked up by Nicolosi. And along the near boards, 5 players get involved. 9:34 remaining to be played. 1-1 is our score, and this is the first time we have seen a little chippiness in this game tonight. We'll get it straightened out. 1-1 is our score. This is an NCAA Productions telecast.
Big jobs need big muscle, we thought. So we built an engine with the power of 10 cylinders. A V6 should have V8 power, we thought, so we designed a multi-valve V6. A car should be as quick as it looks, we thought, so we built an engine that pounds out 450 horsepower. In fact, we spent so much time thinking about engines, you could almost hear the wheels turning. The new Dodge.
They are here to root on the Riverhawks. We need to change that score to 1-1, don't we? Huh? It's a 1-1 game, and we're just over midway through, but we're going to have a couple of guys in the box right now, one each way.
Well, here's the action in the corner. Johnson for Colorado College, and through all of that, now watch Johnson. Watch Johnson with Darch and Nicolosi tried to bang their heads together. It's kind of like the Three Stooges out there. And he did it. He did bang their heads together, but Nicolosi goes in along with Johnson, and that is the way we have it right now. This is a 4-on-4. That should open things up for Colorado College. We'll see how they do with a little bit more room to roam out there.
Right now it's Concannon controlling as Swanson comes up on him. Campbell reverses at his own blue line looking for Concannon. Now he'll move it ahead. Skates it into Tiger Ice and then backs away. Sabroka also out with the 4 on the ice right now, along with Concannon. Remical with a chance, a shot and a save made.
Nice angle by Fillion. He gave Remical nothing to shoot at.
Here is Concannon. He'll take it in, shoot and score. Just like that. Brendan Concannon, his 22nd.
Scott Swanson may have screened his goaltender, but that puck was rolling along. And all of a sudden, Colorado College finds itself down by a score of 2-0. And what an opportunistic play by the Riverhawks. Watch Concannon as he comes in. Does he get screened? Does he get a screen? He sure does, right through the legs of Swanson. Bach didn't get a good look at that, and it goes in. Watch the screen. Nice play by Concannon. Right through the five hole of the defenseman, I guess you would say there, and it got to the far side of Bach. And all of a sudden now, the Riverhawks have sat back and taken advantage and lead it 2-1.
Swanson skates it in now as the Tigers try to come back. Sabroka gets the assist on the goal that gives UMass-Lowell the lead. Sabroka with 2 assists. Swanson is taken down.
Well, Colorado College gets a break now with a penalty against the Riverhawks, and that will give Colorado College its 5th power play. Let's take a look at what happened behind the play. Skating slowly now over to the penalty box. Here it is. There you see Swanson taken down, and that was the call. So into the penalty box now for UMass-Lowell's Dave Berezino.
A chance now for Colorado College to come right back and tie this game up.
Berezino, I think, is in the penalty box there.
Nicolosi is still in there. 46 seconds remaining on the original penalties that left them each a man down. Now it's a 4-3 situation for Colorado College. Should be a lot of space on the ice.
Absolutely, John. That's exactly right. They love this.
Shooting and scoring. Immediately they come back and tie the game. Elfring from out in front. Not sure if it was deflected or not by Geronazzo going in, but Elfring is the man who took the shot.
Well, it was a power play goal for Colorado College. So in 5 power plays now, they've got the 1 goal. That happened in a 4-on-3 situation, and we talked about the room. Let's see what happened right from the face-off as Elfring gets his 10th goal at 11:50 on the power play. Here's a reverse angle of it. Colin Schmidt gets the draw. It comes back to the point. Here's Rude with it, back to Elfring. Elfring moves in, top of the circle, lets it go, and there's probably a screen there. And that was enough to tie this game up and give Colorado College its first power play goal.
And a quick chance for Concannon and the Riverhawks as they stole it deep in the zone, put it out in front. They took the wicked slap shot, but missed it to the right.
Concannon really let one go to almost come right back with 8 minutes remaining. Here's the shot, though, that beat the goaltender. And I think Geronazzo didn't touch it, but he sure gave him a good screen as Calvin Elfring let it go. Let's look at what this goaltender saw. He had to look through Campbell and Geronazzo, and he wasn't able to get into that, get that puck as it just caught the pipe and went in. 8 minutes remaining. We were all tied up at 2 apiece. Still a 4-on-4 situation.
And Rude gets the assist. They have scored twice within a minute 13 times this season. They can score quickly, and we have another penalty coming up.
Scott Swanson gets detected for interference behind the goal. So that will give now for 22 seconds. That will give UMass-Lowell a 4-on-3 situation to see if they can return the favor. A lot of penalties in this game, particularly in a game, John, where I think everybody said that's the thing you have to do is stay out of the penalty box. But there have been a number of penalties. 12:05, the time of the penalty to Scott Swanson, one of the goal scorers for Colorado College. They have had an opportunity to take the lead, but then found themselves down 2-1. Finally just tied it up.
And you know, this started about 2.5 minutes ago when Nicolotion and Johnson went in. They're still in there. We've had all kinds of people in and out of the box. And we have an advantage here the other way with the Riverhawks now a chance. Zabroka tried to feed Concannon on the far side, could not. Rude cannot clear. Elfring now, it's in front. Zabroka will track it down in the far corner. Work it back to this side. In front, knocked down. And the 2 are back on the ice. Still going to be the power play, though, for another minute and 35 seconds. So the original 2 started this mess in the box. Johnson and Nicolotion are back on the ice.
But we're back now to a 5-on-4 power play for UMass-Lowell. We'll see what the Riverhawks can do. They do have a power play goal on this day. Their first goal was scored by Donovan, a power play with a man in the box. Colorado College has answered with a power play goal. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. 7:30 left to play second period. Face off in the Colorado College zone to the right of Ryan Bach.
And they will chase Swanson out of there. Hocknell comes in against Daw. Dahl wins the draw. In the corner it goes to Donovan. This is Dahl. Back to the point. Concannon. Right in front. An excellent opportunity that time for Donovan. Could not get the stick down, and Concannon will retreat with a minute and 15 seconds left in the penalty. He gets some company from the Tigers. Zabroka moves it to the right side, drops it nicely. They'll get it back. Here comes Campbell with a shot. Deflected wide left. Concannon tied up by Alfred over there. We'll check it. Needham tied him up over there. And that one is high over the glass and up into the seats. And our security guard, who was chased out of here a couple of times last night, is ducking again.
So is Ryan Bach as he was ducking some shots by the power play of UMass-Lowell, but Ryan Bach has held his ground thus far. 54 seconds left now in Scott Swanson's penalty for Colorado College. And again, though, the face-off inside the Colorado College zone. Colorado College had a 1-0 lead, found themselves down 2-1. They have tied it up at 2 apiece. 6:49. There you see the clock remaining in the second period.
McNeil and Darch on the draw. The Riverhawks win it, move it behind the net. Right in front, it's going to be squeezed. Darch was on the doorstep, so there was no choice for Ryan Bach but to smother the puck.
Well, Bruce Crowder and those guys in blue have done a terrific job against this potent Colorado College team of taking them pretty much out of their game. But early on, Colorado College did a lot of A lot of work in the UMass-Lowell end, but Crowder's coaching and their system in this game has been very good. And I talked about it early, not to criticize, but to say basically they were trying to stem the tide early. But if they got a little bit of confidence, have come back. They had the lead for a moment, and now it's tied up at 2 apiece.
Of course, I think that 5-minute major was a big factor in their coming around. But when they got the goal by Donovan, I think maybe they realized, hey, wait a minute, we can skate with these guys. So let's go ahead and skate the way we know we can.
I think you have to probably find a compromise in there, because all of a sudden I don't think you want to think really you can skate with Colorado College or score with them, but you don't want to just sit back and hope that you don't give anything up. You've got to have some kind of attack, and maybe, as you say, the confidence might be there as Ryan Bach works on a little bit of equipment right now. Now those straps can't stick out and show. You have to keep those buckled and in. So they will get that done. Ryan Bach is ready to go, and sometimes goaltenders just take all kinds of time.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly killing off a power play.
Exactly right.
It's amazing how long, John, it takes to fix those straps when you've got 40 seconds left shorthanded.
McNeil and Darts. Outside, a save made. A quick shot taken by Nicolishin that time. Kept that one low right along the ice, and it was picked out of there by Ryan Bach.
That was hard to see, and you can take a look at it now once again from the face-off. The puck back to the point, and Nicolishin just takes that quick wrist shot. A terrific shot, and I think that was deflected on the way, and Bach still made the save. But you know, sometimes you snap off that low wrist shot, and that's such a great shot. You often get a rebound, or you get the deflection instead of winding up and letting everybody get ready for the slap shot. Very effective shot by Nicolishin.
Daw back out to take the draw. There's a shot by Sobroka into the chest of Ryan Bach. Still 38 seconds left in the penalty, and right now the Tigers having a problem winning the draws.
Well, you know, you look at a save that Bach just made there, and a lot of people say, well, that wasn't spectacular. No, it wasn't acrobatic, but that's a position save, and that's one of the things that good goaltenders do. They get themselves in a position where the puck hits them as much as, you know, the splits look good and the quick glove hand looks good, but a play like that where Bach just slides over with the shooter, they did a terrific job. But once again, CC loses the faceoff.
Now it's taken away by Remical. Swanson with him, back to Remical on left wing. There's a shot from outside. It is kicked away. 23 seconds in the penalty. You see it in the corner of your screen. Campbell starts back, drops it on left wing. This is Rude to pick it up. He'll clear it out. Both teams will make some changes now. 5 seconds on the penalty. Darch. That one is blocked outside by Elfring. Excuse me, by Needham. Needham wraps it around, but not out. We go back to get it. Looking for Geronazzo. The body's banging along that blue line. Schmidt knocks it away. Now it's shot to the far corner. Gourmet will track it down. Try to dig it out, but it's kept alive by Geronazzo. Now Shane. Right in front. Geronazzo got a piece of it. Almost scored. Comes back across the goal mouth. Good pressure as Elfring keeps it in. The Riverhawks not able to clear it. Shane digging for it in the corner. Now it's cleared up ice, and they just get it out of trouble. That one will stand on in and be knocked away by Bach. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Second period, 2-2. UMass-Lowell starts out. Elfring intercepts. That's knocked down at center ice. Elfring once again for the Tigers. Dumps it into that far corner. Back to get it. The Riverhawks. At center ice and banging there between Nolan and Swanson. I've not seen much of Nolan tonight either. Christopherson dumps it far corner. Knocked down by Swanson. Kept in the zone. The Tigers continue to control now behind the net. Swanson looking for it. He's got it. Back to Needham, but with less than 4 to play. Sabraka gets it back. Zabraka skates in. He's got a chance. Goes to the backhand side, and it's cut off.
Good work by Ryan Bach, John. He didn't fall for any of the fakes. He just stood his ground and really was able to block the way to the goal. But a good play by Zabraka.
And there was really no angle for Zabraka. The shot taken outside by Campbell. Zabraka with an opportunity, but we have a timeout on the ice. 3:33 remaining second period. It's 2-2. Stay with us.
You may never see these numbers again. 4-8 financing or 2,000 cash back. The Great Percent event is coming to an end, so get a great deal while you can. Like 4-8 financing for 48 months or 600 cash back on Ford Taurus, Ranger, Contour, and Probe. 4-8 financing or 1,000 cash back on the 3-door Escort or Windstar, and up to 2,000 cash back on Bronco. You may never see these numbers again. 4-8 financing or 2,000 cash back. So get them while you can. Get to your Northland Ford dealer today.
This telecast is presented by authority of the NCAA. Any use of this program without written consent is prohibited. The announcers for this program have been approved and contracted by NCAA Productions. Great to have you with us. I'm John Sanders along with Steve Harms. Terrific NCAA hockey action. The West Regional from Munn Arena on the campus of Michigan State University. The Spartans eliminated yesterday by these Riverhawks. And there's a slap shot that's knocked down in front. Rebound is kicked away.
Once again, that was Jay McNeil working from his favorite place, that high slot, and he let that one go.
Concannon clears it out to center ice. Elfring will chase it down. Icing is waved off. And the Tigers control behind their own net. Remical trying to set up an offensive rush. Now it's Elfring controlling. Hartnell. And again, the Riverhawks dump it into the corner. Asaraba was chasing the play, couldn't get there. There's Remical for McNeil. McNeil dumps it to the corner and heads for the bench. Line changes for the Tigers now with 2:30 to play in the second period. The puck is pinned right now and in among a bunch of legs, but Geronazzo comes out of there with it, goes in front, and then missing the shot is Colin Smith. Smith had a chance, went high. There's Needham poking it behind the net. Geronazzo chasing, but it's cleared out to Swanson and on to center ice as we approach the 2-minute mark. Time remaining, second period, a 2-2 hockey game. The winner heading to the national championships in Cincinnati. Some numbers now. Geronazzo dumps it in front. Schmidt got a stick out and he had to cover up. Fillion, that was kind of a sneaky little play there.
That's exactly what it was. It was very sneaky as Schmidt moved in, took the pass, and just deflected it toward Fillion. Fillion started to move the other way. Peter Geronazzo started this off. He's got Colin Schmidt with him. Here's Geronazzo, pulls him out wide. Now, right now, Fillion starts to move looking for Geronazzo, and a little tip by Colin Schmidt, and Fillion was able to hold on to it. He's done a terrific job, but watch Fillion going with the pass, and then all of a sudden, Schmidt made the little bit of a tip. And I don't think Fillion knows where it is. He just knows he's got it somewhere. And he was able to keep the puck out of the net and keep this score tied with 1:49 left in the second period at 2 apiece.
Schmidt trying to win the draw, but cannot do it as it's cleared by Nicolishin. Back it comes. Needham is there. Swanson, the freshman who has one of the goals, will track it down. Back to center ice it goes. Picked off by Libet. Backpedals a bit. Clears the zone. Play at center ice right now. Zabraka, but it's intercepted by Needham. Down the right side, taking a hard to check that time was Shane. Here's Zabraka. He's straightened up. Shane digging behind the net along with Schmidt. Puck is just sitting there. Nobody picks it up. Now it's cleared back to Swanson, but not out. Shot into a crowd. Save made. It's still loose right in front. They're digging for it.
Colin Schmidt had an opportunity on the rebound and either fanned on it or it was just out of his reach. As Fillion had kind of let it sneak out to the right a little bit. And Colin Schmidt was there. Watch number 9 for Colorado College. See how close he came to maybe getting a goal as they finally work it into the zone on the near side. Now watch the shot by Needham. And watch number 9 on the left of your screen and just see, you can barely see him behind the fray there. And there's the puck between his legs.
But it was Shane who actually saw the puck because it was between his legs. Watch Shane's stick come in.
Yeah, but Schmidt, you see him just fan on that shot right there. And you're right, Travis Shane moves in right here. He's the one that got it to Fillion. But Colin Schmidt was about an inch away from an open net.
Final minute of the second period coming up. Elpring resets for the Tigers by sending it into the zone. Good hit along the far boards. And this, much like much of the first period now, play almost exclusively in UMass-Lowell's into the rink. 40 seconds remaining in this period. Now it comes back to center ice. Christopherson turns it around but can't get it in the zone. Here comes Concannon. He's got 2 men to beat, can't do it. They ride him right off the puck. But it's picked up by UMass-Lowell, dumped back into the zone. Basaraba will step back on now.
One of the things you're seeing right now, John, is Colorado College passing not as crisp as it was earlier and not as crisp as it is usually when they win hockey games. UMass-Lowell has done a good job of blocking the passing lanes.
Backhander is blocked in front. Rushing in that time is Basaraba. That's knocked down in front. A wrister attempted by Neil Donovan. We have played the first 2 periods, and we have played them dead even. We will go to our second intermission tied 2-2. A lot of great NCAA hockey remains. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
What's hockey going to be like in the 21st century? Slapshots with zero gravity. Travel teams who take on the Mars Mavericks on their turf. Fast skating players who snap in shots with real power. This is 21st century hockey. You need hockey sticks, shafts, and blades that stay tough in any atmosphere. You need Christian Brothers. Hockey is heating up. Stick with Christian, the official hockey stick of the WCHA.
You're well into the darkness of winter, so why go out now? Because the Toyota Spring Rush is on. If you rush into your dealer, you can see Toyota's classy flagship Avalon. And while everyone else is in hibernation, get a great value on a new Camry. I'm talking best car built in America. You can drive a Camry DX home for just $229 a month. But hurry, they'll be gone before the snow melts. Brand new Toyotas, special Camry values to boot. Wow, what a rush.
We've got a good one going tonight. 2-2. The winner heading to the national championships next week in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Riverhawks scoring twice. Actually, they moved ahead 2-1 before Colorado College answered, showing a little more confidence, I think, in what they can do.
Well, you know, they're the definition of opportunistic. They're waiting for opportunities, almost European style. You know, just wait for something they're sure might result in a goal-scoring opportunity. We're able to do that. They were down 1-0, didn't collapse, as you said, came back to take a 2-1 lead. Colorado College has tied it up. So once again, we've got ourselves a 20-minute hockey game out here coming up.
And I think it's going to turn out to be an interesting match. You look at the score, it's exactly the same as what we had in that exciting Minnesota-Michigan game to start. So let's hope it has that good of a finish in the third period. And you look ahead to what can you do now. You start the third period. Things have seemed to settle down just a little bit, but I think you notice Colorado College maybe starting to take control of the tempo again.
Well, they're trying to, but I think Bruce Crowder's team has really done a terrific job of probably sticking to what was their game plan, to make sure that they didn't let the floodgates open and be very defensive oriented and do what they could when they had the opportunities. And right now they're tied 2-2. Colorado College always has winning records after all the situations, but one of their losses did come when they were tied after 2 periods.
We'll see what happens with the final 20 minutes of hockey. That's just ahead. Stay with us. We'll come back with more from East Lansing, Michigan and the Munn Ice Arena after this.
Being a parent means getting the most for your money. Introducing the 96 Lumina. For a lot less than Ford Taurus GL, you get 24-hour roadside assistance, a bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, and now you can get a great lease payment on a well-equipped Lumina. You see, we've worried about everything, so you don't have to. The 1996 Lumina, a car your family can trust.
Test drive one today at your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealers.
The man was an animal. Jeffrey? All through lunch, there's bacon flying this way, cheese flying that way.
Hardee's introduces the ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
He didn't just eat it, he attacked it.
Sizzling bacon, melted Swiss and American cheese. It's all burger.
All mine.
So what'd you do then?
Took him to a chick flick.
That's some burger.
Tonight, shopping.
The new Ultimate Bacon Cheeseburger from Hardee's.
So what'd you have for lunch today?
Enjoy the Ultimate Omelet Biscuit at breakfast tomorrow for just 99 cents.
What do you do if the taste is great, but the price isn't? Polish off a Pabst. Get real. Get Pabst. No light beer can stand up to it. The great taste that won the gold medal at the world's biggest beer festival. Pabst Genuine Draft Light. The best tasting light beer in America.
I'm a professional matchmaker. I work at home.
I'm a U.S. West home office consultant. I consult with people who work at home.
I have a computer and fax machine, and I needed help making them work with my phone.
The home office version of a lover's triangle. Very frustrating.
So I called the U.S. West Home Office Consulting Center. Thanks to Joe, I never miss a call. Sometimes it's hit or miss with my clients.
But we've got a great relationship going.
We're a perfect match.
Call today for your new technology and shopper's guides, free from U.S. West.
Well, with 20 minutes to go in regulation here in East Lansing at the Mont Ice Arena, Mass-Lowell Riverhawks 2, Colorado College Tigers 2. It has all been advertised. What a terrific day today. Happy to have with us the chairman of the NCAA Division I Men's Ice Hockey Committee and also the athletic director, head coach at Northern Michigan University. You, I know we talked yesterday about how much you'd like to be part of this, but as a spectator and a fan, this has been terrific today, hasn't it?
Well, it's great. You know, it's encouraging too. It's a campus site without a home team, and we have 6,000 people here today, so we're very encouraged by that.
Obviously, every year people look forward to the announcement of where the regionals and the finals will be the following year, and you've got some great sites coming up next year in '97.
Great building too, the Centrum in the east, and we've been there before, played in a tremendous building, and a brand new building in the west in Grand Rapids, and it's the first neutral site that we'll have played at in the west. It'll seat about 13,000, 12,500, and we think they're going to do very well. They're excited about it, and it should be great.
And speaking of great buildings, when it comes for the finals, you go to Milwaukee, and of course WCHA fans know about that building. It's terrific, the Bradley Center.
They run a great event. It's one of the sites that I really like because all hotels are downtown, everything's within walking distance. It's a great, great building, and we have a lot of fun when we're there.
I think people are tuning in and watching this regional here, and certainly the one in Albany. We've seen such great hockey. In today's games, the earlier game, the Big Ten matchup with Minnesota and Michigan coming right down to the wire, and I think, frankly, a lot of people might be surprised at a 2-2 game with Colorado College. They don't know a lot maybe out west about UMass-Lowell.
That's the good point. You don't know much about them, but, you know, it's like we had the typical college game in game one, up and down the ice, great speed. These teams are big, strong, almost pro-type hockey teams. They match up very well. This is going to go right down to the wire.
Rick, always great to see you, and we'll be looking forward to the regionals next year. You do a great job.
Thank you, Mayor.
That's Rick Conley, and we've got a great one coming up. As we said, 20 minutes of regulation remaining here in East Lansing, Michigan, on the campus of Michigan State University. There's your score. Stay with us.
For years now, Ford Escort has come to mean the best value in a small car. And now get even more value with $1,000 cash back or 4.8 financing during the Escort closeout. Buy or lease a new 96 3-door Escort and get $1,000 cash back, or save with low 4.8 financing. Plus, get standard features like dual airbags, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo, alloy wheels, and a rear spoiler. But $1,000 cash back or 4.8 financing during the Escort closeout is only for a short time, and only at your Northland Ford dealer.
The fine lines of quality dining furniture reflect a commitment to style and craftsmanship. And during our home dining sale, we've left no detail unnoticed. From the rich warmth of solid oak dining sets to the unique design of solid oak trestle tables, Home has the style to match your look, all on sale. Casual dining that suits your fashion, and a selection of chairs that's second to none. Quality dining at significant savings during Home's dining sale. There's just no place like Home.
And now let's make that random call with today's $10,000 question. Who shot Alexander Hamilton in that famous duel? Hello, for $10,000. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. Your time is up.
Got milk?
After the first period, the Tigers led it 1-0, but the Riverhawks got a couple of goals to take a 2-1 lead. Colorado College came back to tie, and it's 2-2 as we prepare for the final 20 minutes. The winner going to Cincinnati to take on Vermont as part of the national championships that are coming up there. Let's go back and look at some of the goals. Remember, they had 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the power play, the 5-minute major remaining, and they were able to cash in quickly 15 seconds into the period to get the tying goal. So that was a good move by UMass-Lowell.
Well, the UMass-Lowell power play unit was out there, and they maybe relaxed a little bit as they came in. And watch this play as Donovan is knocked down, takes the shot again on the ice, and it gets by Ryan Bach. And that was a big goal because that tied the game up at 1, and I think maybe is the thing that made UMass-Lowell think they could probably go with them.
Now, there's the shot that's taken by Colorado College. But this time the Riverhawks really pushed it out of the zone quickly, got it ahead to Concannon.
And he snaps off a terrific shot right through the legs of Swanson. And I think screened Bach on that play, but that was a big-time goal. He made the defenseman become his screen and let it go, and that's the one that put it away. And then Calvin Elfring comes back for Colorado College on the power play, a 4-on-3 power play to tie things up as Colorado College spreads things out a little bit, and Elfring takes the shot, and again a screen. Rude gets the assist on the play, but that puts the game all tied up, and as we say, we have 20 minutes of hockey remaining in regulation.
Well, they had missed on their first 4 power play opportunities, but the goals going to Donovan, Concannon to make it 2-1. And then Elfring with that power play goal to leave us where we are right now at 2-2. Statistically, Steve, how does it set up?
Well, shots on goal favor Colorado College, but again, we always like to look at those quality shots, which still favor Colorado College, but not the same differential. We talked about Colorado College having trouble winning faceoffs. Well, they lose the battle by just 1, but I think what you'd love to see there is the breakdown in their offensive and defensive zone. Colorado College had all kinds of trouble, John, winning faceoffs in their own end.
And especially when they were in that power play situation. And when you can't win the power plays in your own end, when you're down a man, that makes it even tougher. We have 20 minutes of hockey to go. Who will advance to Cincinnati? We'll find out, so stay with us and come back to East Lansing after this.
So, are you with AT&T?
No.
Oh, how's your long-distance company working out for you?
I'm not happy at all.
But what if I gave you some really good reasons to switch to AT&T, including up to 100 free AT&T minutes?
That would be wonderful.
Only AT&T customers can get AT&T True Reach savings.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, spend $25 a month and you save 25% on every type of call on your AT&T phone bill.
It's easy.
It's free. You can call anyone, anywhere in the U.S. And you see your savings on your AT&T phone bill.
I don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out.
No, but you do have to be an AT&T customer. Switch now and we'll send you AT&T long-distance certificates, good for up to 100 free AT&T minutes. You can use your free minutes to call, well, anybody. So, what are you going to do?
Switch to AT&T.
Good. Then why not give us a call right now?
You didn't ask me what I was going to do.
Okay. Who's the long-distance company for you?
It's hands down AT&T.
That's your true choice, AT&T.
I have 21 horses to look after and over 25 snow-covered acres to take care of.
Michelle Schuler runs a boarding stable, and she couldn't go a day without her Chevy Blazer.
A lot of people trust me with their horses. I trust the Chevy Blazer, and it's been a real asset around here.
Right now, lease a Chevy Blazer for only $299 a month for 30 months. A Blazer for $299 a month just makes good horse sense.
It's easy to see why Blazer puts the competition out to pasture.
The Chevy Truck 100,000 Mile Club. Only at your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealer.
Riverhawks trying to pull off the upset against the top seed, the Tigers from Colorado College. But we have 20 minutes to decide the issue, set the team that will move on to Cincinnati to face Vermont in the semifinals. It's BU and Michigan in the other half of that bracket, headed for the national championships, NCAA hockey, and we have had a terrific Sunday of hockey.
Well, the question I have for you, John, is do you think folks here in East Lansing that have come to see these games over the last couple of days have gotten their money's worth?
I think there's no question about it. Had that terrific Michigan-Minnesota 4-3 thriller this afternoon. I tell you, the first period of that game was college hockey at its best.
Well, it really was. It was like watching tennis from the sidelines. It was just back and forth and back and forth. But Martin Filion and his crew have done a terrific job. And as Rick Comley pointed out, people don't know much about UMass-Lowell, but they match up very well. And they've done a terrific job under that man, Bruce Crowder, who has really put together a game plan that has negated much of what Colorado College has done all year.
The styles are completely different from what we saw in the first game today, but the results no less entertaining.
Hockey East Coach of the Year this year, twice in the last 2 years. And there's a man who has won the WCHA title regular season 3 years in a row and received that award for it. No team has ever won the regular season WCHA title 3 years in a row. But we've got 20 minutes of regulation. We're glad you're with us. To take you through the final regular period, John Sanders.
It's Shane, Schmidt, Geronazzo on, along with Elfring and Rude defensively. Donovan, Concannon start this period for the Riverhawks. And defensively, Libet and Campbell on defense.
Well, it's an offside. It's an icing call. It's the long pass, but the UMass-Lowell Riverhawks, Concannon thought he won the race. He did not win the race. Brendan Concannon went after that puck, and he touched it just as it crossed the goal line, the end line down there to our left, and it was an icing call. So the faceoff will come back inside of the Riverhawks zone to the left of Martin Filion, who has certainly been one of the stars of this weekend in his play, particularly yesterday against Michigan State.
Schmidt and Daw on the draw. And it's won by the Riverhawks momentarily. Now the Tigers control. Shane. In deep is the defenseman this time, Swanson. And Schmidt with it. Behind the net it comes. Out in front, it's loose and in.
Colin Schmidt was able to pick that bouncing puck up, and it deflected into the goal as Geronazzo put it out in front. And right off the bat, 37 seconds in, Colorado College takes the 3-2 lead. And goals in the first and last minute of periods are so important. So Colorado College not only gets the go-ahead goal in front of its faithful here that have come from Colorado. Watch Geronazzo put it out in front. A terrific centering pass. You talk about his goal scoring. Look at that pass and watch Colin Schmidt come in. It deflects off the face mask of Filion into the net. And that gives Colorado College the lead. From the other angle, watch it hit Filion in the mask and go into the net. And Colin Schmidt gets the goal, and here's Remical with the drive.
And Remical with a shot right on. Needham will try to keep it in now. Quickly scoring. Geronazzo and Shane get the assist. So that line, the Schmidt, Geronazzo, Shane line, gives them the lead. Back in front, another goal. 2 quick goals. We showed you the graphic earlier, how quickly they can score. 1 minute and 1 second in. Just 24 seconds after the first goal, they strike again.
Well, 13 times this year they have scored within 1 minute. And that's the kind of thing that is so disheartening to a team like UMass-Lowell and Bruce Crowder, who have done such a terrific job, as just moments later, just seconds later after Colin Schmidt's goal, CC comes right back. Scott Swanson gets the goal, his second of the night. Watch him jump in from the defensive position, puts it right on the short side, and I'm not sure. We'll look here and see whether that went in through the legs of Filion. But he comes in almost exactly like the first period, the first goal of the game. Swanson's second of the game, another one of those fine freshman Swansons. But normally you expect the goals to come from 27, not 6, but they'll take them from any of the Swansons.
Well, a lot of work now for the Riverhawks. The assists go to Hartnell, and also the assist to Needham. Hartnell and Needham on the assists. So just like that, within 24 seconds, we've got a penalty coming up.
Cross-checking penalty. And
that was the other freshman, Brian Swanson, who went down, but Needham is going to be called for the penalty.
I didn't see it, but somewhere away from the play, Needham gets the penalty. As a matter of fact, they had opened the UMass-Lowell penalty box score. I think most people thought it was against the Riverhawks, but that gives the UML team a chance for another power play. They do have a power play goal, but Needham goes to the penalty box for cross-checking at 1:35. CC leads it by a score of 4-2.
And on the draw now, the Riverhawks with a chance. the power play for the next 2 minutes. 18:20 to play. They're down and in trouble. 2 goals behind at this point. Campbell will pick it up. Starts back with Concannon. Remical forechecking. Concannon streaking into the zone. Sabrakov goes back in front, and it's loose momentarily. Daw could not get a stick on it. Campbell keeps it alive in the corner. Donovan digs for it. Remical clears. Minute 30 remaining in the penalty.
It's amazing Colorado College were able to generate 2 goals in 40 minutes and then 2 goals in 34 seconds.
That's exactly right. A bouncer finally smothered in front by Ryan Bach.
Well, that took a funny bounce, and instead of trying to clear it away as he had intended, he jumped on it and held on. Now, Colorado College, for them to play defensively is not usually their mode, but right now, with all that is at stake, they might start thinking a little defensively, not just giving it up. They're certainly going to go after their offensive chances because that's what got them here. But then there's still 17:42 remaining. See just how they play offensively.
Swanson trying to clear it out of the zone. Can't do it. The Riverhawks keep it alive. Feldman digging in there. Mahoney looking for the puck. Still not able to clear it out of the zone. That one's up and out of play.
Still 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the UMass-Lowell power play. Needham still in the penalty box. He went off on the cross check.
They're going to bring the faceoff outside the blue line. 17:28 to play. 1:03 left in that penalty. Both teams will change lines now. Darch is centering this power play, but Daw comes back on. That shows you the importance of this situation. Sabroka is on as well. They bring Daw out. Campbell is back. Concannon is back, and Donovan is back. So they've got the big guns back on the ice. And the draw is flipped ahead, and Campbell will put it down with his hand. Donovan can't control on the wing. Cleared away and out. That time by Scott Swanson. Outstanding defenseman who has 2 goals in this game. Room on the right side. Swanson blocks that. Cannot clear. Now it is cleared ahead. Stuart Botker was there to clear it up ice. 35 seconds to go in the penalty. Berezino starts back, looking for Concannon. Down that right wing he comes. Sabraka dumps it in front. It's intercepted. The Tigers clear it again.
Nice play there by Eric Rude as he kept his stick down, and you can't emphasize this enough. In the passing lanes, and sometimes you come up with a little gift. He got one there and was able to clear it out.
4-2. Colorado College trying to advance to the semifinal round. The national championships coming up in Cincinnati. They keep it in. The penalty is over. The 2 sides are at even strength once again. The Tigers, who struck quickly with those 2 quick goals. Shane's shot is right on target. Darch looking for that puck, but it's picked up by Needham. And Schmidt sends it ahead. Shane looking for it in the corner. Can't buff him off the puck. Shane still looking. He goes down. Schmidt in to dig. The referee lose sight of the puck. And it's a 4-2 score with 15:49 remaining in this hockey game.
Well, you know, we talk about the Hockey East Coach of the Year 2 out of the last 3 years, and of course there's Peter Geronazzo. But if you talk about that man Bruce Crowder, and you know this is where you have to coach. You had a team that after 2 periods was right in it with a lot of people didn't think they would be. But this is where he has to do his job. He has to make sure that the heads aren't hanging down. You have to make sure people like Peter Daw have to make sure, Jeff Daw have to make sure, if you're the heart and soul of the team, make sure you keep their heads up. They're capable of getting back into this thing. They're down by 2 goals. They were down by 1 earlier. And that's what the Riverhawks have to do, is not give up now.
Swanson has it blocked out in front. Now Golden, who's on with Mulligan and Nolan. They haven't been out there too much tonight, but they're out there right now, that number 4 line. Shane takes a check from Golden. The Riverhawks keep it alive in the corner. Nolan will bring it out. Looking in front. Once again, it's Swanson. Swanson kicks it ahead. He gets his stick on the puck so many times. We're going to have a penalty coming up. Geronazzo was dumped as he crossed the blue line. We'll sort out the penalty when we come back. It's 4-2 Colorado College.
The National Jeep Sale is back. Your opportunity to get a great deal on one of America's legendary adventure vehicles. Lease the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $368 a month, or the exciting Jeep Cherokee Sport for only $259 a month with no charge air. And check out the all-new, fun-loving '97 Wrangler. But you must see your dealer now, because something this exciting will be over before you know it.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
Doing what they can to stop Geronazzo. It's going to cost them 2 minutes in the box.
Well, Doug Nolan goes for the man, but that's fine, but you don't do it with your stick. It's always nice to forget the puck and go to the man, but that cost him 2 minutes. There he is in the penalty box. There's the time and the offense. But what counts here is that Colorado College, who has scored 2 unanswered goals, now has the opportunity on that power play.
Riverhawks clear it ahead. Donovan sweeps it down into the zone. He'll chase Swanson, deck him into the boards. Riverhawks now. Dahl with it. Eats up a little bit of time. They're going to have to regroup. Swanson intercepted at center ice and then kept alive by the Tigers. It's Swanson, the other Swanson. McNeil with a shot and a save made. That quick wrist shot, McNeil was right on.
Well, he was, and once again now Colorado College just trying to pepper Philly on as they can on that power play. And you really have to wonder, how soft is that ice now for UMass-Lowell as the puck comes out in front. And here's McNeil once again. McNeil is such a sharpshooter, and we've seen him take a lot of shots tonight, but seldom has he been within 15 feet of the goal. He loves to take those long shots, and this is a tough one for a left-handed shot coming down the right side. The pass has to be perfect, has to be a little bit behind you to be able to snap it off. He got the good pass and made a nice shot.
Levitt tries to clear it out and does. That one runs along the boards and all the way into the zone. Sabraka with a chance on a nice feed from Concannon. Short-handed. And Sabraka is decked. We come back the other way to break. We're going to have a penalty coming up.
Well, Remical got in there by himself and got a little bit too deep. Wasn't able to make a move as he was being tied up. But that means it's going to be another penalty to UMass-Lowell, and going to the box is Chris Levitt. Levitt goes in as he really hammered Remical, who had the break. That's Levitt sitting down, son of a former National Hockey League player, Nick Levitt. But he's not very happy right now. At 5:34, he gets the penalty, and for 1 minute and 12 seconds, Colorado College is going to have the extra man. There is the slash by Levitt.
And a good save on Remical. But this is the game as far as UMass-Lowell is concerned. 1 minute 12 with that 2-man advantage. They could find themselves buried in a hurry.
That's right.
They're going to take a timeout and talk things over. 14:26 remaining. Colorado College leads by 2, and will have a 2-man advantage when we come back.
Have you seen what's happening in the NBA? Going coast to coast with the Timberwolves all season long. The NBA happens on MSC, your Minnesota Timberwolves connection.
Back here on the campus of Michigan State University, along with John Sanders, I'm Steve Harms. Colorado College with 2 unanswered goals, 34 seconds apart in this third period, have taken a 4-2 lead over UMass-Lowell, and now Colorado College with a 2-man advantage on the power play for the next minute and 12 seconds. Bruce Crowder looks up, doesn't want to look too long at that scoreboard. It tells a very ugly story for him right now. So it'll be power play time for Colorado College with the face-off in the Riverhawk zone.
Swanson digging for that draw, comes out of there with it. Goodmanson is back to the point. McNeil with a quick shot. It's knocked down in front and cleared away. Good job defensively by Berezino. He had the hat trick yesterday, but he's just hanging on right now in this 2-man advantage for the Tigers. 14 minutes of hockey remain. Skating in is Swanson. Finds Brian Swanson at the edge of the net. Back to McNeil. Here's McNeil shooting again. This one he lifts, and this one is knocked down in front. Daw got a piece of this one and clears it to center ice. The Riverhawks make a change, a quick line change, walking in and bang down in front. So Braca making the hit that time on Remical.
Chad Remical once again crashing the net. He was thwarted just a little while ago as that penalty was called on Libid. Remical trying to go in and do some work. Here's Swanson with a puck now. He throws it up on the left side to Remical. Watch him go in. Tries to put it back short side, but Fillion was there. Fillion has been terrific to guide today. That's Darren Clark, the freshman left winger from Superior, Wisconsin, who went out of the game in the first period with a separated shoulder and obviously is done for the day and very possibly done for the season. But we will try to see whether or not, if Colorado College advances, he might be able to play taped up. But you don't want to risk a freshman with some kind of, permanent problem. So hopefully he'll be all right. That was also a couple of Riverhawks in the penalty box, and they'll be that way for the next 24 seconds.
Darren Clark, good freshman season. He had 30 points coming into today. Out in front, that one is knocked down nicely by Fillion. He's doing everything he can to stem the tide. Here's Rude again. Trying to feed it through to Geronazzo. Back to the point, Rude. And it's Rude again to the side of the net. That one is blocked. Back it comes to Rude at the point.
5-on-4 now, man out of the box.
Schmidt turns. That one is knocked down before he can get a shot away. Broke his stick, and the puck is cleared all the way on goal. Well, part of the work has been done. Still another 30 seconds of the power play to contend with. Pulling up is Goodmanson. Out in front, a deflection. That one is just deflected just wide. Geronazzo got a piece of that puck on the way in. Schmidt. They come back. Elfring takes the shot. Instead goes cross ice to Rude. Rude out in front, slaps it home. The follow shot won't go by Geronazzo. He had a chance. Power play. The penalty is over. Goodmanson behind the net. Schmidt in front. Back to center ice, stepping onto the ice to pick up the puck was Butker. And that time both Daw and Concannon just ran away from the puck. Sweeping in was Butker. They run him into the corner. The puck gets kept alive in there by Needham.
Behind the play, you've got Campbell. Who else on Butker getting tied up? They don't want to do anything, but they can't skate away from each other because that would be the unmanly thing to do.
I got you.
But Campbell, if you were with us yesterday, Campbell had a virtual war with Anson Carter.
A 60-minute war.
Boy, you're exactly right. You're talking about a war back there. Campbell, a big, tough defenseman, and he was throwing his weight around there with Butker a little bit. Campbell, 6'2", 202 pounds. Taking on Butker in the corner. Nothing really came of it other than a couple of minor penalties. So we'll see what happens. With 11:53 remaining, those penalties should negate one another as they each go in probably for roughing or something after the play. But they will once again just show the intensity out here and the discipline too. You know, that's what you saw. You see the intensity of guys want to go after each other, but the discipline of guys who aren't going to do something stupid out there and force some kind of game disqualification or affect the game. So that's what you have right now. They both go into the penalty box with 11:53 remaining.
I'm wondering if killing off the two-man advantage and the rest of the penalty might be a way for UMass-Lowell to lift themselves back if they could figure out a way to get a quick goal and get back in this.
Well, they have to grab something, and I think that's a very good thing, you know, particularly against Colorado College. And it was 1 minute and 12 seconds of the two-man advantage. It's not like it was, 10 or 15 seconds. It was a long time. They were able to keep Colorado College off the board. But now you're in the 4-on-4 situation that spreads things out. Let's see what happens.
Nicolishin comes out. And there's a chance now.
That's offside.
Offside. I wonder how he got so deep so quickly.
Nobody heard that fast. but again, you're seeing something. Now they're trying to use the ice, that kind of pass. We haven't seen a pass that long all night on the part of UMass-Lowell. And Don Lucia probably right now looking up there. You know, here's a case of a guy that has won his league championship, at least regular season, 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row. This is the 3rd year.
First time anybody's ever done that.
Nobody has ever done that. But they haven't been playoff savvy. They haven't done well in the playoffs. They're coming into this game after losing to Michigan Tech in the WCHA playoffs. So this is about as big a test as this thing can have to see if they can go to the championship round.
Remical runs Concannon off the puck. And there's going to be a penalty coming up on Remical.
And that will mean a 4-on-3 opportunity for UMass-Lowell for the next minute and 35 seconds. So this is a great opportunity now for them to use the ice and see what they can do with it. They have matched up very well in this game. They trail it 4-2, 2-2 after 2 periods. And now you talked about it, John. What does it take? Well, they killed off the 2-man advantage. Now they have the 4-on-3. It happened behind the play. Here's Remical just putting the lumber up
on Sabraka.
On Sabraka, and he goes down. No doubt about that one. But it's 4-on-3 now for UMass-Lowell. Hooking penalty is the call.
Sabraka, Concannon, Daw, and the defenseman is Berezino. Berezino has it. Sets up in front. Concannon on the power play. Right one goes right through the goal mouth.
1 for 4 for UML.
No real good shots yet. They'll wrap it around and clear it back out. Back come the Riverhawks. Elfring doing what he can, but it's Concannon in that far corner. He's tied up. They start to push and shove. Daw keeps it alive. 4-on-3 hockey right now for another 55 seconds. In front, Daw with a chance.
Well, Big Jeff Daw planted himself in front of Ryan Bach and was able to hold his ground, but Bach with a good job not to give up a rebound on that shot. 50 seconds left now in the 4-on-3. But Daw's job is to get in front and screen Bach. That's what he did. What a nice play by Bach as that puck was bouncing. He grabs it with the glove. Daw was right there. But you take that Big Jeff Daw, and a timeout now is being called by UMass-Lowell because they don't want to see the next 50 seconds go by without trying to get something done. Let's take another look at that, John, and you can see Daw's job. Of course, Daw is so big, 6'3", 190. He gets in front of the net. And here's a look at it from outside. And there's the bouncing puck. And Daw takes a swing at it and tries to knock it in. But Ryan Bach was there to grab it and hold on. Daw just doing his job, getting in front, looking for the rebound, and Bach able to control it.
You pointed out it will be 4-3 for another 50 seconds. Then they'll still have a power play advantage for another 26 seconds beyond that.
But
so they've got some time now.
Yeah, but that 4-3 is so enticing. You know, you have the room, and there's only 3 guys back there, and you've got to be able to find a way to do something. And, you know, I mean, there's no coach in the world that wouldn't rather have the 4-on-3, including that coach right there, Bruce Crowder, is trying to. And that, I think, is why he took the timeout, because he really wants to try to take advantage of this. Because if Colorado College kills off this power play and plays smart the rest of the way, this might be the last opportunity.
Exactly right.
You know, that UMass-Lowell has, John, to really do something.
It was the quick goals by the Tigers. They scored 2 in the first 1 minute and 1 second of this 3rd period. And they have opened it up here at Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing, Michigan. A 2-goal lead, but right now down 4 men to 3. Then it'll be 5-4. So the power play advantage certainly belongs to the Riverhawks. They'll stay with Sabraka, Daw, Concannon, and Berezino.
Got to have Berezino out there.
Absolutely.
He's a hat-trick man, isn't he? Had a hat-trick yesterday against Michigan State from the blue line.
They win the draw, but it comes all the way to center ice. 10:40 left in this contest. We are nearing the midway point in this 3rd period. 40 seconds of this 4-3 advantage remain. Concannon. Sabraka right in front. Got it back. And it's taken away and cleared all the way to center ice. Good job defensively by Powell. Elfring. Concannon with Daw. Berezino. Try to go in front. It's knocked away. So Sabraka will try to get it back. It goes right back across in front of the net. And it's cleared once again. Cleared the center ice that time by Chad Hartnell.
Now they're in 5-on-4, John, for 20 more seconds.
Concannon doing all he can, but his pass comes outside the blue line, and UMass-Lowell has to regroup.
Concannon had been out there for about 4 minutes.
Boy, right.
And he really just was running out of legs. Goes through the crease, so that's not icing.
And it also means the other penalty is over. Both teams are at full strength. Maybe a chance for UMass-Lowell to get back in is gone awry. We'll see. Still 9 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Campbell skating around Geronazzo. Peeled back into the Riverhawk zone. Geronazzo applies a good check. Here comes David Darch. In front, picked off by Shane. He starts back. It's 2-on-2. Geronazzo joins the fray. Schmidt with a shot. Good save made that time by Filion. He was tested and tested again. Knocked down. Rude shot knocked down by the defense. Back comes Mahoney. He's ridden off the puck. Schmidt knocks it down with his hand. Long shot, his right arm swept away. Sandholm can't control. Now it's Salzman back on the ice. Poke checked away from him. Libet clears far side. Back into the zone. Picked off by Rude. Berezino, but Botker there. Would have been an offside. Less than 8 remaining. Sandholm trying to get something going. They battle at center ice right now. Berezino with it. He'll start up. Tried to dump it into the zone. Instead dumped it into the bench area. 4-2 is our score with 7:46 remaining.
You know, we have been here, John, for 2 days, and we are in the final period of our last game here, and have seen some of the finest players in college hockey. We have also been lucky to have the finest officials in college hockey. They represented the ECAC and the WCHA here over the course of the weekend, and you're watching the very best. And the best thing you can say about them, we have hardly ever mentioned their names.
That's exactly
They've been
right.
anonymous, and that's the way they like it. But a wonderful selection by the powers that be in the NCAA committees. They have done a terrific job, have not been part of the game.
4-2 is the score. 7 minutes and 40 seconds of hockey remaining. Here comes Neil Donovan, the junior from Canton, Mass. Can't hang on. Kept in by Campbell. Dumped in front. Daw tried to get his stick on it. Could not. Picked up by Needham. He'll work it out behind the net. In front, here's Daw cranking up. That one is poke checked away that time by Ryan Bach. Got his stick on it. Comes all the way out. Not across the blue line. Campbell back in. They're trying to swarm the net now. Hartnell starts back the other way. Just dumps it in so they can go to the line change. 7 minutes of hockey remaining. Geronazzo fires it in. It's off mark left side. Sabraka and Geronazzo bumping and pushing back at center ice away from play. You'd have to think that something's going to happen in that twosome pretty soon. They have really been banging. The 2 quick goals early in this third period, the difference in the contest. The Tigers trying to advance to Cincinnati. Schmidt knocks it down at the red line. He takes a check. Geronazzo with some room. Shot just wide left. Tigers keep it in. This is Schmidt. He's ridden off the puck. Now picked up by Libet. He starts back. Mahoney trying to get down left wing. We'll stop play and turn it over to you, Steve.
You know, when we opened things up, we really talked about the power play and how important and effective it was for Colorado College. They had scored on the power play rate of about 1 every 3 times, but tonight they're 1 for 6, so they've cut that ratio in half. And I would imagine that if Colorado College holds on, John, for the remaining 6 minutes and 14 seconds, those who play Colorado College this weekend are going to take a good look at what UMass-Lowell did to negate that power play and what kind of thing Bruce Crowder did. I know that, you know, we're not projecting much more, but it's a pretty good lead, 4-2 for Colorado College with 6 minutes to go.
But the one stat they couldn't get away from was the ability of the Tigers to score in a hurry. They did that in the first 1 minute and 1 second of this period, and that is the difference in the contest. So they have not been as successful on the power play, but they put it in the net in a rush. Needham with it. He'll backpedal to center ice and dump it in. The Tigers go for the line change. Riverhawks start out. Capoletti could not reach it. Cleared but not out. That one hit one of the referees. Now it trickles all the way into the UMass-Lowell zone with 5:30 left in the game. Hey, Remical loves to go to that net, doesn't he?
Well, that's the magic of Remical. He crashes the net, and so many good things can happen when you do that. A lot of players aren't comfortable doing that, but when you find a player who will, you'll always find a player who's very valuable to a team, creates havoc there, and also gets a lot of points.
Long pass deflected up into the seats at 5:07. That's the time remaining. The lead is 2 goals. It's 4-2. Colorado College looking to advance to championship weekend in Cincinnati.
Being a parent means getting the most for your money. Introducing the 96 Lumina. For a lot less than Ford Taurus GL, you get 24-hour roadside assistance, a bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, and now you can get a great lease payment on a well-equipped Lumina. You see, we've worried about everything, so you don't have to. The 1996 Lumina, a car your family can trust.
Test drive one today at your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealers.
4-2. Colorado College has the lead. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this hockey game. Shots on goals. Check those numbers out. This period, shots on goal. Colorado College 11-3. So they maintain a rather lopsided lead as far as shots on goal is concerned. And they have a 2-goal lead on the scoreboard. Shane is tied up along the near boards. Picked up by Schmidt. Shane. And there's a goal by Schmidt.
Oh, what a shot.
He went up high and just roared it in there top shelf.
A guy like Colin Schmidt needs just a little bit of an opening to find it, and he took that opening because Travis Shane served as a decoy. Shane made the play. Shane took that puck in, left it for Schmidt, and then Shane broke to the net. Bruce Crowder may see the end of his hockey season about 4 minutes and 49 seconds away. But watch the shot. Watch Colin Schmidt. He uses Shane, and look at the little opening that Fillion gave him up top. And that would have been the goal of the day had it not been for Mike Legg for Michigan earlier.
Well, you go back to 1994 in this building. His season ended in the longest game in school history. They played 89 minutes, 29 seconds before losing to Minnesota right here in Monterino. The Riverhawks with 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Schmidt gets his second of the period. The assists go to Shane and Geronazzo. So that is the line. That's been the big money line for Colorado College tonight.
Jay McNeil has been relatively quiet tonight, and I'm sure he'd like to get in on the act.
Remical with a blistering shot. A glove save is made by Fillion. You can't say enough good things about him. He was terrific yesterday. He has done the best that he can against an outstanding offensive attack of Colorado College tonight.
Well, to give up 5 goals to Colorado College is not disgraceful if you look at the course of this season. But what a shot by Remical as he let that thing go. Fillion made the nice glove save, but Remical came in and just really blasted that thing from the left side.
And you have to remember that this Colorado College team is averaging 5.5 goals a game. So they're right there with a 5-2 lead here. Ryan Swanson, the freshman, on the faceoff for Colorado College, and that one is loose in front. But Christopherson, who had a chance, could not get to the puck. Back comes UMass-Lowell. Less than 4 minutes to go. Christopherson, he's tied up at the blue line. Back is Campbell. They'll dump it into the corner, make the change now. They'll be content to play this one out at center ice. Long pass ahead. It's icy.
Well, they're watching this one back in Colorado Springs, I'm sure, tonight, and they've got to be very, very excited. Fans of KRDO television, Channel 13 in Colorado Springs, they've got to be very excited about what they've seen, because for the last 2 years they've had a league champion and watched in the first round 3 years ago, watched them be eliminated, in this Western Regional last year in Madison, Wisconsin, and now in 3 minutes and 34 seconds, I think it might be safe to say that this team is going to be packing its gear for a trip to Riverfront Coliseum in Cincinnati, Ohio next weekend. And taking nothing away from UMass-Lowell, that has been terrific. They played a wonderful game yesterday against Michigan State under awful circumstances here at East Lansing. But Don Lucia and Bruce Crowder, that's what good coaches are all about. They have been terrific for their programs, and obviously the kind of people you would want your kid to play for if you were a hockey player.
Donovan battling at center ice. Cormier dumps it into the zone. Down goes Needham. And there's a quick goal.
Neil Donovan, another nice shot upstairs on Ryan Bach. Put that one over Bach on the backhand. And the backhand is such a lost art in hockey these days. But he was able to put a nice one up there. And you can see why it's so effective as Donovan took that shot on the backhand. There's no way a goalie can anticipate where that's going. Take a look at it here. The centering pass, Donovan there turns, down goes Bach, gives him the opening upstairs, a perfect shot. Here's what Bach had to look at. He went down right over his left shoulder into the net, and that cuts the lead to 5-3.
Sean Cannon with that good centering pass to Donovan, who gets his second goal of the night. He has scored 2 of the 3. Exactly 3 minutes left in the game. Those two team up for goal number 3. Here's Dahl. And Donovan again skates down left wing. That shot is blocked by Rude. Remical brings it back to center ice and dumps it in the zone. Long right wing pass is broken up. There is Swanson, Brian Swanson from Alaska. Sabraka has it taken away from him. Christopherson will turn, puts it on the stick of Swanson. Now down the left side comes Sandholm. Tries to drop it in front. A little too far for Sabraka. Swanson will pick it up. Will be forechecked by Mahoney. They dig in the corner, less than 2 minutes remaining. Back come the Tigers, leading 5-3 in the closing 2 minutes. Schmidt in front, trying to set up Geronazzo. Shane now goes after the puck. Geronazzo's driven down with 1:35 to play. We want to take this time to thank the NCAA Ice Hockey Committee and their chairman Rick Comley, tournament director and tournament manager Greg Ianni. Our tournament media coordinator is Ken Hoffman. And from UMass-Lowell, a special thank you to their head coach Bruce Crowder and Jim Seavey, who has helped us during the course of this week. From Colorado College, Max Taylor, the athletics director, Don Lucia, the coach, Doug Morose, who actually was our statistician yesterday.
Well, you know, Dave did a good job, and apparently felt he was too busy being the sports information director of Colorado College to spend the time with us. So he's done a good job, and all of the sports information people have been so helpful to us and so cooperative, and obviously we couldn't do this without him.
Schmidt had one more chance, thought he had one more chance, but couldn't get across the blue line with 1:15 of hockey remaining.
The other thing is there been a picture we wanted we didn't get?
No.
In the 2 days we have been here. What a wonderful crew, and they have covered this thing so well today and yesterday with great pictures, so many great angles of all the goals. We haven't missed a thing.
And we want to thank, of course, the people of Michigan State and East Lansing. They've been great hosts. Sabraka with a chance, but can't finish. Back to center ice it comes. Final minute now. We have 47 seconds remaining. Shot is deflected wide. Hartnell took the shot. They'll dump it into the corner. Out of frustration maybe right now. The Riverhawks really throwing the bodies around. Here comes the goalie off the ice. Final 30 seconds. With Sabraka battling over there with Remical. They've got the extra attacker now. Cannon behind the net. In front, knocked away. Good attempt. That time goes awry. Nicolishin got in front. There's Daw. He can't get it home. 2, 3 cracks at it. Still loose in front. They scramble. And it's cleared away.
What a great save by Ryan Bach is in front of the net. Now we've got some action with Needham and Sabraka going at it. Also behind the play now, some of the frustration starting to show. But Daw skates away from Hartnell to complain to the officials, wanting to know why there was no penalty since he felt he was mugged in front of the net.
Sabraka has been involved in a lot of body action throughout this entire game. That time he really got tangled up. And he is very, very unhappy.
Well, it has been a long time since Colorado College has found themselves in the championship round of the NCAA tournament. As a matter of fact, there it is, 1957. It's the last time they won a national championship, and they beat the University of Michigan.
Sabraka will leave the ice. He's finished with 2 seconds to go.
13-6 was the score. Our producer Mike Conley produced that game as well back in 1957.
Well, I tell you, he wears his age well, though, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. Of course, the two of us, we've aged him tremendously over the last couple of days. But, you know, this is the first time we've had any indication of any kind of monkey business, as they call it, toward the end of the game. There are 2 seconds remaining in this game, and I'm sure they would like to drop the puck and send everybody home with a handshake and really celebrate what has been a great weekend. But
a terrific regional tournament here.
Oh, absolutely.
Michigan State, of course, disappointed that they weren't part of this Sunday action. 5-3 is the score here. Colorado College headed for Cincinnati. We have 2 seconds of business to take care of.
We have talked about the officials and our crew and the people at sports information offices. How about these players on these 6 teams that have been here? There has been a level of hockey here that makes it so exciting. And right now, over on the Colorado College bench, there are congratulations back and forth. They are happy. And on the UMass-Lowell bench, obviously, some dejection and disappointment. People going into the penalty box now is Needham, who spent some time in there this afternoon.
Well, Needham was the one who was tied up with Sabraka, and Christian Sabraka has left. Sabraka has gone up to the dressing room.
Well, Sabraka got a game misconduct, and that may have been for something he said, not something he did, as he is out. 2 seconds remaining. And they will drop the puck, and the goaltender, Martin Filion, stays out of the net. Colorado College 2 seconds away from a trip to Cincinnati, Ohio, to join the University of Michigan, the University of Vermont, and Boston University. And boy, I'll tell you, that's a quartet that I'll be glad to be able to watch next weekend from Cincinnati.
And it's Darch who has to go in and serve the penalty.
There it is.
That is it. Colorado College headed to the national championships in Cincinnati. Congratulations to head coach Don Lucia. Celebrate. They've earned it. They've been waiting for this for a long time.
Well, they really have. And of course, back in Colorado Springs and probably in Colorado in general, they're very thrilled to see this team that has gone through all kinds of growing over the last 3 years under that man Don Lucia, and finally has found a way to get into the championship round after winning the WCHA 3 times. And Don Lucia has done a masterful job since coming from Fairbanks, Alaska, to Colorado College and Colorado Springs. And Bruce Crowder, all he's done is be the Hockey East Coach of the Year the last 2 out of the last 3 years. And once again, we talk about the great tradition of the game of hockey. After they beat each other up for 3 periods, 60 minutes, they do this. They shake hands and congratulate one another. And, you know, there is a special fraternity, John, as you know, amongst the players.
It's one of my favorite moments in sports. We will come back to Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing, Michigan, with more NCAA hockey.
Most days, this is where you'll find Dodge engineers, turning ideas into trucks that break rules, minivans that set standards, and cars that change everything. But while working in here makes them great engineers, it's playing out here that makes them Dodge engineers. The new Dodge.
Phew! That smells worse than I do.
It's my sweaty, smelly feet.
You need Odor Eater's Foot Powder, now with Arm & Hammer Baking Soda to neutralize sweaty foot acid that causes odor. These can't.
Nice and dry.
And no smell.
Odor Eater's Foot Powder.
Yeah,
Ultra Wheels inline skates with the DBS brake system.
Hey, Boopy.
I don't think so, Baldy.
Got milk?
The Timberwolves are at home to take on the Boston Celtics. Wednesday night at 7, immediately following Sports Connection. Right here on MSC, your Minnesota Timberwolves connection. MSC, your hockey connection.
There's the final. Colorado College, the top-ranked team in the country during much of this college hockey season, is headed to the national championships in Cincinnati. 5-3 winners over UMass-Lowell, the Riverhawks. They fought as hard as they could, but it was those two quick goals in the first 1 minute and 1 second of this third period that really spelled the end as far as the Riverhawks were concerned.
Well, it really did, because UMass-Lowell had such a good game plan. They had held even with them, looking for a break, and I think they felt if they could get up by 1 goal, they'd be able to hold on to that. But you're talking about as explosive a team as there is in the country, and it was tremendous. Scott Swanson, a couple of goals, John, in this game, a defenseman who has got some offensive abilities, and they paid off today.
Certainly does. Let's take a look at his second goal. Scott Swanson, the young freshman, top goal scorer defensively in his conference, and we've seen that move a couple of times.
That was his second goal, and I'll tell you what, there was no doubt about it that was a tremendous play for Scott Swanson, and the play that put it out of reach. This was the 5th goal, the one that put Colorado College in the driver's seat the rest of the way as the puck was taken along the boards. Here's Colin Schmidt, and he was able to put that one up in the upper corner as he used a man as a decoy and put it away up top. And that was a tremendous play, and that's the one by Colin Schmidt that put it away.
And certainly an outstanding game for that line of Schmidt, Shane, and Geronazzo. Here's what's coming up. NCAA championship hockey in Cincinnati, Ohio. Boston U and Michigan. Vermont and Colorado College. That is the matchup. The games will start at 2 o'clock on Thursday and continue at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. NCAA Hockey National Championships coming up in Cincinnati. We've said our thank yous to the people in Michigan State, and let's look about the ticket situation. Here we go. The tickets are still available for Riverfront Coliseum in Cincinnati. 513-241-1818. There might be some people going from Colorado Springs, wouldn't you think?
Well, I would think so. That's going to be a wonderful trip, and there's so many great fans down at Colorado Springs that have supported this team through the lean times in the last 3 years, have been rewarded with some great success, and now they get to go to the championship round, and they're going to see such wonderful teams there. I mean, the Michigans, Vermonts, Boston University, little Colorado College amongst those giants out there, but they are all equal when it comes to what happens on the ice.
Well, for the folks in Colorado Springs, the wait is over. You are going to the national championships. That semifinal game coming up on Thursday. A chance to win college hockey's national championship on Saturday in Cincinnati if things go well. And who's to say? Certainly this team, the Tigers, has been through some adversity, but they have deserved and they've gotten the chance they want to go to the national championships in Cincinnati. We have had a terrific regional here in East Lansing, Michigan. We thank you for being part of it. This telecast is a production of the NCAA Broadcast Services staff. Dave Kaywood is our Assistant Executive Director. The executive producer of NCAA Productions is Jim Marchione. Coordinating producer is Kerwin Hudson. Productions coordinators Les Drew and Gina McNeil. Our game today produced excellently by Mike Conley and directed by Ken Miller. Thanks to them very much. For Steve Harms, I'm John Sanders. We say so long from Munn Ice Arena. Colorado College advances to the national championships 5-3 over UMass-Lowell. This has been an NCAA Productions telecast. Thanks for watching. So long, everyone.